This week, Jewellery Maker has an exclusive offer for all our customers. Our pick of the week is this fantastic pearl bundle. Jam-packed with precious white and mulberry cultured pearls, beautiful keshi pearls, 2 strands of clear quartz and silver coloured pearl threading material. All of this for just $49.95. To get your hands on this amazing offer, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Well, hello. Yes, we are here on the Designer Inspiration Show. Rachel, you are feverishly setting up our first incredible deal. So how are you?
Absolutely fine. As fine as one can be, with very little sleep. And
this is it. I know you've had. Rachel hasn't had very much sleep. She was up at kind of 5:30 this morning. You never do. Do you not?
Never do.
Do you not? What time do you go to bed?
Silly o'clock, because
do you really?
Yes, I've got things to do. You see, things to do.
Well, there you go. This is Rachel, by the way, lovely Rachel Norris, Wirework extraordinaire. She's paid me to say that, by the way. And I'm Carol. We're with you for the next 4 hours on today's Designer Inspiration Show. It is all about Wirework. We've got so many tool bundles. A lot of our bundles today are really limited edition. I'm talking, we've got bundles where we've got 20s, 30s. Pretty much all of our bundles today have got less than 40 chances available. We've got lots of those bundles, which is great. The only things that we've got kind of really decent quantities of are things like our kits and, of course, this awesome professional wire coiling gizmo, which you've just been setting up.
Yes, I have.
This is the most amazing...
I've been waiting for this to come to JM for such a long time.
Has it taken much persuasion?
Well, no, not really, actually. Immediately Hannah knew about it. She was on the case and getting it sorted out to come over. It just takes a while for these things to be sorted out.
Absolutely,
yes, there's so much potential. Because people want longer lengths of gizmo cores to make full necklace lengths with, and this is what this tool provides, and there's stacks more we can do with it as well.
This is it. It is the most incredible tool. We're going to bring you the details straight away. Just to let you know, we've had about half a dozen texts in about this tool this morning, people wanting to know when it was going to be played. We've also had 2 or 3 phone calls to the call centre from Jewellery Maker viewers at home asking when this tool was going to be on. We thought it was only fair to bring it to you right at the beginning of today's show. This is the most incredible tool. It's only ever been on Jewellery Maker once before. When it premiered on Jewellery Maker, I think we had 350, and those 350, because I watched the game back today on our YouTube channel, and when that game was played with Gemma Crow and Jenny, 350 sold out in around about 4 or 5 minutes. So this is going to be equally as popular. We've only got 150 of these available. Right, Rachel.
Well, it basically comes with two brackets.
Brilliant.
One with a drill chuck on the end. And this drill chuck can actually be removed using a little Allen key if you want to set it up to being a left-handed version or a right-handed version.
Fantastic, so you can be left or right-handed and use this.
Because it comes along really with it set up the other way around, and because I've been used to using the gizmo from this direction, you just basically lift it out and then assemble it again.
Brilliant.
Just using this little Allen key that comes in the kit, and there's a little hole just here where you just unscrew the whole mechanism, and then there's a little, and then you can put it back together again. So if you want to do that, that's all there for you. Then it comes with 5 rods of varying diameters. The smallest one actually is enough to fit, would be the equivalent of 0.8mm wire. So you can make tiny, tiny, very fine coils. So in the pieces I've brought to you today, I brought you pieces made with the bigger coils, showing the versatility of the longer coils, and very fine small coils you can make up some of the smaller elements of the pieces with the smaller coils. So it's a tremendously versatile.
This is what this tool is so good for, because the mandrels are so long. We've only got 50 chances left, by the way. It's £24.95. You've got to check your baskets out, because we've got around about 50 of these in your baskets at the moment. So these are going to go very quickly. What this enables you to do, which our other Gizmo unfortunately isn't enabling you to do, is make these really long Gizmo coils, and you can have one continuous coil, which is absolutely fantastic.
You lock the mandrel in just by
kind of turning it, yeah.
Yes, and you can either grip the wire in at the same point in time, but I was finding that actually quite awkward with very fine bits of wire. So in the end, actually what I did was coil it just around here, hold over with my finger, and then pull like that, and then it locks into place to coil. And it's actually easier, it doesn't slip round, because if you put it into the chuck, I found it was slipping out of the chuck, especially the very fine wires weren't gripping in. So that's one way you can do it, and also you can add on extra bits of wire without undoing the whole mechanism. So you're just winding it in exactly the same way as you use the other Gizmo, but just for a huge long length. Now I'm going to take this out because I want to show you the versatility. You don't just make really long pieces of coil, which you can make on these mandrels. You can actually make even longer pieces by using your own wire and putting it into the drill chuck itself.
So using it as the mandrel
straight onto the wire itself.
So you can make an infinite piece
really long. You can actually have another bracket along here if you wanted to, and you just move the bracket. So I'm putting a piece of wire into the same drill chuck. You've actually got the versatility of being able to coil directly onto
even
wire.
Longer
just make sure you stroke it out, and then again attach it in the same way.
Fabulous.
I haven't had time to cut it off, sorry everyone.
As you can see, the details from the screen have gone, because this is now sold out. All 150 went in less than a minute. It's hardly surprising. We've got lots and lots of pieces of jewellery today that Rachel has made using this incredible a professional coiling Gizmo, and I love the fact that you can, because of the drill chuck, you can add your own wire
straight onto the wire. And
look at this.
See, I'm holding my finger right next to the wire to keep it even. And if you find that's hurting, just put a bit of micropore tape over your finger. But that just helps guide it. If that starts waving around, just stroke the wire till it's work hardened and it's straight.
And you can make meters and meters and meters in one go.
You can keep going. I tend to do about this sort of length. Is great. If it's coming apart, just wind it back and it comes back, or push it together again and then keep going. There's another thing you can do with it as well.
Go on then.
The last thing is wire twisting. So I just wanted to show you all the potential of this tool, because you can coil onto the mandrels, you can coil directly onto wire, and you can also wire twist. So I'm just going to get. Well, you basically put the wire into the drill chuck, and you can put different coloured wires. I'm just going to do 2 wires.
Just do 2 of the antique bronze. Lovely.
Just to make it easy. Bear with me. And you need longer wire. You basically, it takes about 120 metres of wire to make a metre of twisted wire. It's not the same, you see.
120 metres of wire.
You lose about 20% with a twist.
Do you really?
Okay, yes, something like that. Because so actually, when you sell your twisted wire reels, you're actually selling more than the length that is on the.
That's interesting.
Add about 20%, 20 to 30%.
Oh,
that's
really?
actually what you're selling. Twisted in. So
I didn't know that. That's incredible.
So actually, that's what happens. So basically, again. I'm gonna.
So you put both of your
into the drill
wires
chuck. I'm trying to do this too quickly.
In the drill chuck. That's okay.
Right, speed gizmoing.
That's okay.
If you find these are separating, put a bit of masking tape round both ends of the wire, and then
bind them together.
put them in the drill chuck. Go quite hard, and then what you do is I'm just going to make. Well, you can use the other end of the. You can anchor it in this, and what I tend to do is you put a normal one through, just to anchor it, and then you hold this and you start to twist and keep a bit of tension on it.
Look at this.
And you can twist it round. So you've got you've got the facility for twisting your wire. And again, I probably used too much wire. What I've done is just use 20.
This is really
to show
good.
You what you can do.
And I bet you get a nice even twist there, don't you?
Look at it, it's a beautiful even twist. And
it
you can
really
see how
is
I'm holding
lovely.
it just round with my fingers like that, just to make the twisted wire. So this tool can, if it doesn't make your tea, but it does everything else. It is a brilliant.
Fantastic.
Tool. So I've loved using it, and you can twist to really high tension, and that's ready to go now. You can use that as a twisted wire.
Tool.
So the bracelet.
Thank you.
Here.
I think we've seen more demos in the first 10 minutes of the show.
Uses the twisted wire and the Gizmo coil
Is
around.
it really?
You see like that.
But you've twisted on this?
Yes. You see, so.
Fabulous stuff. Thanks so much for that, Rachel. Right, Rachel's going to go and have a lie down in a darkened room. I'm going to head over here. That was fabulous.
Brilliant.
Thanks for that, darling.
Ideal.
Brilliant. Okay, over we go. Do you know what? Rachel's been with us now for years and years and years, and it's so wonderful to have her back on the show. It's been about a year since I last worked with her. It's always wonderful to get someone like Rachel on the show because she knows so much. And you're relatively self-taught, aren't you, Rachel?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Which is
I
exciting.
do watch YouTube for inspiration. I watch JM for inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the first Wirework I saw was with Laura and Louise Jacobson showing us Wirework.
Of course, yeah.
You know, and we all learn off each other, don't we? So, yeah, tips and everything. So
fantastic. And you're going to learn so much from Rachel today, from her demos, and we've also got loads of DVD offers as well, which will help you learn even more. And today's show, all of today's show will be on our YouTube channel as well. It'll be uploaded after the show today as well. If you want to send us a text today, can we do text? Yeah, we can do text, can't we? Yeah, if you want to send us a text, if you've got any questions to ask Rachel, we'd love to hear from you today. Normal network charges apply. Start your text with the word JM Studio so we know that it's for us. If you have any questions or queries with regards to Wirework or any of the demos that Rachel's done in the past, if you have any specific questions, we'd love to hear from you today. 60777, that's our text number, and normal network charges apply. Right, now, as I said, Phil has poured everything into today's show. Phil's producing today. We have got loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of bundles on today's show. Almost all of them have got less than 40 chances available. So all of these bundles here are limited in quantity. Quite clever, actually, the way that Phil's put these bundles together, because he's kind of worked out that if you have less than 40 chances available, chances are you're going to have the last few strands in a certain example, and they're all going to be gorgeous, really, really, really desirable gemstones. First bundle is this one here. Have a look at this. Frosted shell pearl rounds. Absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking for that perfect round pearl shape, this is exactly the kind of quality to go for. Check it out. Beautiful frosted quality here. Gorgeous light blue frosted shell pearls. Absolutely stunning. I love that frosted quality, don't you? These are really, really luxurious, aren't they? Because they're 6mm in size, they're going to be suitable for everything from earrings to bracelets to necklaces to beady beads. Gorgeous. Okay, so you've got your 6mm rounds of light blue frosted pearls. You've then got these gorgeous yellow agate. Are they faceted? Yeah, they are. They're faceted rounds. They're gorgeous. They're absolutely tiny. Beautiful little 2mm rounds. The more I speak to guest designers about 2mm rounds, the more I speak to people who come on our workshops here at Jewellery Maker about 2mm rounds, the more I actually realise, these gemstones are super, super, super versatile. They're nothing to be frightened of. They are seed beads. They are going to be really, really beautiful and petite. Bringing you gemstones of this kind of quality and of this kind of size, though, they really have so many uses. You can bunch them together into beady beads to make bigger beads, so you make big beads out of smaller beads. They can be accents, they can be a feature on their own. I love those two colours together, don't you? Really, really lovely. And the final strands here, these are lovely. Amazonite, plain, top drilled drops. The most beautiful colour, totally natural quality here. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful aqua blue colours here. Really soft, really gentle. It's like really, really highly coloured aquamarine, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Looks great with gold, silver, rose gold. Beautiful, beautiful, stunning quality. On this strand, you're going to be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8 on this strand, okay? So they could all be pendants, earrings, you name it. Right, now, this is really, 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 really low in quantity. £17.85 is your price point today. Or is it? Give us a call when we can. 0800 644 655. This is your deal today for these 3 stunning strands of genuine gemstones. Absolutely wonderful. Now, with everything you get from Jewellery Maker, you're getting a 30-day money-back guarantee. You're also only paying one lot of P&P of £2.95 for the entire day. That lasts between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. every single day. Absolutely wonderful. Ben,
hello.
Who's on cameras, how long does the 30-day money-back guarantee last for, please?
30 days.
30 days. I don't know how he knows that. It's amazing, isn't it? He's very clever. He's very clever indeed. Let's see if Coral knows this. Coral, who's on Floral at the minute, how much is the P&P price? What is the P&P price? £2.95. See, she knows as well. All day. All day? For the entire day? Not just for this?
No, doesn't matter what you want, all day.
All day? All day. Even if you want to add everything from today's show onto your order, you're still only paying £2.95 P&P per order. £12.95 for 3 strands of gorgeous genuine gemstones. You've got really beautiful contrasts here. These are all really, 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 really low in quantity. I've got lots of you there. If you want to give us a call, don't forget it is a free phone number from a BT landline, or get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. Absolutely gorgeous genuine gemstone quality here. Oh yes, please. Have we got made up jewellery? Oh, it's here. Nice. Who made these bits? Shara and Shara. I like that. I like that ring. I like this necklace. That's beautiful. Looks great with the rose gold, doesn't it? Whoop. Sorry. Sorry, that was a ring. That was a memory wire ring. Memory wire ring. Check it out. I like that. Oh, I'm going to try that on, actually. I'm going to try it on. I'm going to take it out. I'm going to try it on. Very comfy. Very comfy. I like that. Gorgeous comfy piece here. And then here's some jewellery made up with the Amazonite pieces with the silver. It looks very different with the silver, doesn't it? Very, very different with the silver. It looks a lot brighter. I don't know. Do I like it with the rose gold? Do I like it with the silver? Could I have it with both? Yeah, why not? Gorgeous, gorgeous quality there. Absolutely stunning. Love that ring. That might have to accidentally on purpose fall into my bag on the way home. There we go. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done to everyone. £12.95p. Like I say, all these bundles are really, really, really low in quantity. You've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be there very, very quickly indeed. Next. Oh. Gorgeous bundle here called Purplicious. What kind of colours do you think is going to be in this bundle? It's called Purplicious. What colour do you reckon? Beautiful shades of green. Not really. Purple. Purple. Yeah, that purple. Yeah, purple. How many? 26 chances available. That's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. Ben, do you know what the fastest cake in the world is?
I don't.
It's gone. Good joke. Good joke. No? Bad joke? Bad joke. Okay, bad joke. Fair enough. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous bundle here. You're going to be getting gorgeous amethyst top drilled nuggets here. Stunning, stunning, stunning quality. Of course, amethyst, a member of the quartz family, so you've got this beautiful, soft, gentle tone in here. But can you see these moments of yellow? Now, I'm not going to say that. I think I know what we're all thinking. Looks like ametrine, doesn't it? It doesn't look like ametrine. If I say that with my lips, I'm not actually saying it's ametrine. I'm just saying it looks like ametrine. Yeah? It does though, doesn't it? It looks like ametrine. It's not. It's amethyst, yeah? But it looks like ametrine. Gorgeous quality here. Absolutely stunning. Then, to go with that, vivid, vivid, vivid solar quartz. Now, look at this. Oh, tassels come off. Purple solar quartz. Wow. Wow. Absolutely amazing. You can actually see how this gem has formed over many, many, many millions of years. If this gemstone hadn't been dyed blue, you wouldn't get to see this kind of, you wouldn't get to see its crystal structure, you wouldn't get to see the kind of, the different layers, the different chambers of the gemstone. You're seeing it all because, of course, this gemstone quality has been dyed. Absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome quality here. So you've got stunning solar quartz. On your solar quartz strand, you've got 8 genuine gemstones. So you're going to be getting approximately 8 of these here. These are all pendants, aren't they? They're all statement pieces. They're all statement pendants, statement earrings. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got 2 sumptuous strands here. Amethyst and your gorgeous solar quartz. Now, you're loving this bundle already. We had 26 chances available, not anymore. You've got to come in and get it now. Here's your deal today. £14.90. Yeah? Yeah? No. No. We're going even lower. I know! I know! I know! For your gorgeous Purplicious bundle, under £10 for stunning, stunning, stunning quality strands. Do you know what? This strand of solar quartz on its own was originally £11.95p. Amazing. Natasha, Cynthia, Anonymous in Suffolk, Corin in Norfolk, Anonymous in the Outer Hebrides, Elsie in Buckinghamshire, Maureen in Hampshire, Gwyn in Kent. I've got Wendy, Jacqueline, Jenny, Elaine, Kay, Anonymous, all of this. You've got to check your baskets out. Check your baskets out as quickly as you can, because it's going to go. It's going to sell out. You've got to really be there quickly today, because a lot of these bundles have got less than 30, less than 40 chances available. Really, really add this order as quickly as you can. Sorry, say that again. Oh, text! Oh, my glasses, I've left them in my bag. No, I've left them in the car. No, but I have them with me. No, they're at home. How am I going to see everything? Corin in Norfolk says, I was happy at £14.90. Yeah, that's an extra treat. You don't have to pay £14.90, don't worry. Don't worry. No, it's just £9.95. Well done, everyone. Elaine from Nottinghamshire and Debbie from New Jersey. Love these so much. They've come in to buy 2 each. Well, that's brilliant. Absolutely awesome. Now, Rachel, you were saying that your little one loves wrapping gemstones with wire and things like that. Would he love these?
Yes, I have to pass him off the big. He likes the big crystals.
Does he?
Yeah, he does actually. I mean, he's been around beads and gemstones really since he was born, so he's very good. He's never put any in his mouth or anything like that. He's
fabulous.
Because he knows not to, but he'll also go and wrap his toys up in wire and things like that. So he's quite used to handling.
Gorgeous.
He wants big crystals at the moment, so I would have to.
I think he'd like these, wouldn't he?
He would.
Well, there you go. Well done, everyone who came in to get those. There's a tassel there if anyone wants it. Next. Now, hang on. So these 2 strands here, this is one of Phil's favourite bundles from today's show. He's been going on about this bundle a lot this morning. What is it you love so much about this one, Phil? The colours do go well together, don't they? Yeah. It says what? It says what? Crazy hen do. Probably not the most romantic way to describe these 2 colours together, but well, I don't know. I don't know how I would describe these 2. Crazy hen do. I think of L plates and things like that, and amusing bodily shaped straws and things like that. A sophisticated hen do. Yes, that's a bit more like it. Thank you. A spa day rather than a bar day, yeah. Genuine fresh horticulture pearls. These are just gorgeous, aren't they? Absolutely beautiful. Now, they're described as shocking pink cultured Baroque pearls, and I have to say, these are bright, 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 bright pink pearls. All of these bundles today, don't forget, are really, really limited edition. Pretty much all of these bundles have less than 40 chances available. This is one of them as well. Please, please get on the phone lines early. Be prepared, because these are all going to sell out today. Genuine fresh horticulture pearls, bright, really intense tone. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could carry on down that kind of really bright pink route, and you could have bright purples, you could have really bright acidic yellows maybe, you could have bright greens. We've actually done something very different with these. These are a lot more bright than maybe your mulberry colour pearls that Vicky bought you on the day show today. A lot brighter in colour. So if you're looking for that really awesome shade of pink, these are definitely ones to go for. We haven't gone down that very vivid, very kind of acidic avenue. What we've actually done is coupled these with the ultimate in sophistication, the ultimate in sparkle, the ultimate in quality. It is, of course, beautiful pyrite faceted rondelle beads. They are just gorgeous. Love, love, love these 2 strands together. Nothing oozes sophistication more than pyrite, I don't think. It's absolutely awesome. This quality is just beautiful. Now, I've already got people on the phones, people on the web adding this to their order. £8.95p for 2 strands. Genuine fresh horticulture pearls and your gorgeous genuine pyrite as well. Call us now. I've got people adding this to their baskets. You've got to check your baskets out now, because we've hardly got any quantity of all of our bundles today. We've got lots and lots and lots of bundles to bring you, which is great, but they're all super, super, super low in quantity. Less than £10. But I mean, if I was just showing you this strand of genuine fresh horticulture pearls for £8.95, you'd be on the phones, you'd be on the web, wouldn't you? Yeah? You're getting another strand as well. the pyrite as well. Lots of you coming through now. Well done. I've got Anonymous in Yorkshire. You've just been multi-buying this as well. That's great to see. Please do check your baskets out, otherwise you will miss out, and I don't want you to miss out today. We've got so many incredible deals to bring you today. We really honestly do. You've got to add all of these to your order as you can. Well done, everyone. And don't forget, like I say, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you've never made a piece of jewellery before in your life and you're watching today's show and you're thinking, do you know what, I'm scared. I don't know what to do with these. Don't be scared. We have got freebies you're actually going to be thankful for, rather than a rubbish pencil sharpener or a rubbishy bumper sticker. Who wants a bumper sticker? Who wants a bumper? Oh, there's a lovely freebie. There's a lovely sticker. It'll take all the paint off your car. That sounds nice, lovely. Yeah, these are freebies you're actually going to be thankful for. You get started with Jewellery Maker DVD. It's an hour long. Fantastic. An hour long, loads of tutorials on here that'll help you on your jewellery making journey, whether you're brand new to jewellery making or whether you're very comfortable with your jewellery making. It's going to help you refine some of the skills you've already learnt. Brilliant. You've also got your Get Started with Jewellery Maker booklet, which has tutorials on here. And let me show you, this is the most useful page. Has tutorials in here. How to add a clasp. There you are. Okay, so really nice, clear tutorials with pictures. I think it's really important that these tutorials have pictures. Also, information on findings, because you might not know what a head pin, an eye pin, a lobster claw clasp, a bolt ring clasp, a jump ring is. Don't worry, all of these findings are explained in this booklet. You also get a copy of the JM Hub magazine, which gives you lots of information on what's coming up over the next month, and information on our workshops here at the Jewellery Maker Studios as well. All of this free with your first order. Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. And if you're ever in doubt about what to do with anything, you can go to our Facebook page where we've got over 40,000 likes. How amazing is that? How many? 47,000 likes. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yes, I remember it was reaching 1,000.
Yeah.
It was amazing, and I mean that's the population of a town, a small town, isn't it? You know.
When you put it like that, yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an amazing amount of people. It's lovely, actually.
It is amazing. So over 47,000 likes. People constantly uploading their photos onto our Facebook page. You can watch any of our shows that are all recorded on our YouTube channel straight after the show. Our YouTube channel, I think, has had something like over 103,000 hits or something. It's absolutely incredible. And also you can watch the tutorials on our website on jewellerymaker.com. Brilliant. This is selling out very quickly. Get it now. I've got people from all over the country getting involved. I've got a few of you with this in your baskets in a minute. Please do check your baskets out as quickly as you can. These are coming up later as well. I don't know if you had a chance to see these, Rachel, but I think these are gorgeous.
Oh no, they're fantastic, aren't they?
Aren't they cute?
Yes. And you've got three little rings, so you can use them as a centre point of a necklace, and also connectors that also dangle. You can have a dangle from.
Yeah.
Oh. Very good.
They're gorgeous.
Yes. You're
going to be getting 10 of the silver plated copper, 10 of the rose gold plated copper, and 10 of the yellow gold plated copper as well. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're really nice and big, and they're really substantial as well. Brilliant. Well done to everyone who's come in to get this bundle. This is going to be coming up a little bit later on in today's show. Got a really itchy nose today. Oh. Right. One more bundle, then we're going to head over to Rachel, because I know you're all dying to see the pieces that Rachel's going to be demoing today. Honestly, they're amazing. They're amazing. I don't know how she finds time to do them all, what with a family and a job and everything. I don't know how she does it. I barely have time to brush my hair, let alone, oh, goodness me.
I don't brush my hair.
No, I haven't brushed my hair. Now, I washed my hair yesterday morning. It was lovely and straight. I straightened it and everything. Then I went to see my friend in Cheltenham yesterday. It rained, so then my hair went like that. I got up this morning. Hattie wanted her milk, so I was making Harriet a milk. Then the dog wanted his breakfast. So I got the dog his breakfast. I thought, well, I'll take them on a walk. Took them on a walk. Came back home, waiting for my husband to get home so I could come to work. And he arrived back at home really hungover. Needed a bacon sandwich. So that was that. So that was fine. Then he wanted a cup of tea, and I was like, all right, got to go. Better put some makeup on then. Put some makeup on and out the house. Halfway to work, I was like, oh, great. Forgot about the barnet. It's one of those things though, isn't it? You know? One of those things. You might be sitting at home in your gym jams. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, actually.
Pyjamas.
Maybe tomorrow.
Hey?
Maybe tomorrow I can do that.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow, absolutely. Right, 3 strands of gemstones here. This is one of Phil's special deals. Honestly, super special deals. Okay, so colour pop, pomegranate quartzite, fruit green quartzite, and pink quartzite. This is all, oh sorry, pink quartz, I beg your pardon. Absolutely gorgeous. We have bought you, well, pomegranate quartzite over the last couple of months here on JM has been selling so quickly, and I think the reason for it is it's this particular shade of red. It's not a scarlet red, it's like a, it's a true red, I think. It's an absolutely true, how would you describe this red, Rachel?
Oh.
Would you say it's a scarlet red?
It is almost, yes, it's scarlety, but it's got a tiny bit, it looks different on screen. It's got more red on screen. It looks orange, in reality, it looks more red and more orange on screen, but in reality it's quite scarlety.
It's a true red, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. Very few kind of secondary tones, kind of secondary notes in there. Love this strand here of the green fruit green quartzite as well. It's a true kind of emerald green. Actually, if you're watching the day show today, it looks a little bit similar to the emerald that Vicky bought you, which goodness me, I couldn't believe it was emerald. It was so green. The saturation was so incredible. So 3 strands here. We're going to show you a very low price point of this. I've already got loads of you coming through on the web, on the phone lines for this. It is going to sell out. I've got over 600 carats of gemstones here for $6.95. Now, the great thing about this, we're not talking about fakes, we're not talking about synthetics, we're talking about genuine gemstones. That in itself is amazing. Imagine being able to get 6 strands of glass beads for $6.95. You've got 6 strands of genuine gemstone quality here for under £7. You don't have to use these all together. You can separate them out. You can use these 2 strands together or these 2 together or these 2 together if you want to make some lovely Christmas type decorations. It's entirely up to you. The only reason why we put these strands together is to give you a saving and to give you a fantastic deal. So if you want to split these up, then you absolutely can. Lots of you coming through for this now. I've got 7 or 8 of you with this in your baskets at the minute. Please do check your baskets out as quickly as you can, because I've got lots of web bidders and telephone bidders coming through for this. Bit of a queue on the phone lines there, just hold those lines. I've got people multi-buying this deal as well. With all of our bundles today, they're all really low in quantity. Almost all of our bundles today have got less than 40 chances available. So you've got to be there right at the beginning of the opportunity to, on the phone lines or on the web, to make sure that you get this one. More of you coming through now. Well done. Cynthia, Sylvia, Gwyn. I've got Elsie who's come through to get 2 of these. Anonymous in the Outer Hebrides. Marion, Nicola in Yorkshire. John and Penelope. Katrina, Margaret. Anonymous in Hampshire. Anonymous in Isle of Man. Em in Angus. Linda in Sussex. Anonymous in Essex has come through to get 3 of these. Well done to you as well. Absolutely wonderful deal for you today. 3 strands of genuine gemstones for under £7. These are the kind of deals that, you know, we bring you on the day show where arguably, yeah, we do have maybe a larger audience, and 300 of these will just go like that. And I can see the amount of you on the phone lines and the web now. You're clearly loving this price point. You're clearly loving this deal. Get it now. Get it whilst you can. Fantastic. Brenda from Essex says, Carol, I'm sitting in my PJs, eagerly awaiting Rachel's demos today, as she is so inspiring and her designs are absolutely stunning. That's from Brenda. Brenda, that's very nice of you to say that. Sitting in her gym jams. That nice. Sundays are one of those days where I think anything goes. I was talking to the ladies in the Sunday Experience today. We were saying that Sundays are calorie-free days. Doesn't matter what you eat, it's calorie-free. Fat-free, calorie-free. I had a cake. I had the most amazing raspberry and orange drizzle cupcake from one of the ladies in there made. Apparently it's fat-free because it's Sunday. Apparently. Right. Okay, the wait is over. We're going to head over to Rachel now. You are going to see some of the most amazing demonstrations, some of the most beautiful jewellery. We are going to have a very busy show today. We've had a very busy start already. It's only going to get busier. Get those texts coming in. Any questions that you have for Rachel, we'd love to hear from you today. Okay, let's head over to Rachel right now. Right. The kits that we put together for Rachel today are very special indeed. They're mainly focused around wire. Obviously, you'd expect that with a guest designer like Rachel. The designs that she has made are simply incredible. We're going to see some fantastic demos from Rachel. Now, Rachel, you said something really interesting just before the show today. You said you're looking for your designs to become more free-flowing.
Yes, because the Gizmo can be associated with quite sort of industrial, quite sort of regimented designs, and I wanted to show that you could make very free-flowing, vine-like designs using Gizmo coils, and I tried to sort of incorporate and also demonstrate how much you can use the longer coils that you're making with this extra long Gizmo into these designs, how much more you can do with them. So yeah,
I think with the gemstones that we've given you today, with the colour of wire that we've given you today, I think it's really helped you to do that, because it's a very floral, collection you've got going on here. The pinks, the greens, and that gorgeous antique bronze wire it works really beautifully together, doesn't it?
Yes, they're like autumn blossoms, but these
absolutely
autumn fruits and blossoms, and this piece can be worn right through into springtime as well.
Definitely.
It will work. So
definitely.
And design also can work in many different colours as well, but I particularly like the antique bronze with the pinks and greens, because the strands themselves, they really, really, really work the best with antique bronze. I can't think of a better wire for them to go with.
No, neither can I.
Work so well.
They're very soft, quite sleepy colours that you've got in the gemstones, and with the antique bronze, it just gives this whole kit a really vintage feel. It's a very soft vintage feel, and if during autumn, there is that kind of pressure, isn't there, to wear oranges and reds. Maybe you're not somebody who wears oranges and reds, and you feel much more comfortable wearing something a bit softer, a much softer palette. This kind of palette is perfect for autumn as well. As Rachel says, you can wear this right the way through into next spring, because of course you've got some beautiful spring greens in there, but very soft spring greens, nothing too bright, nothing too intense. It's just a lovely, soft, very, very wearable palette. Now I'll show you the gemstones and the wire. We've had dozens and dozens of texts in already for everybody loving Rachel's designs already, and she is fantastic. She really is absolutely wonderful, and we will head over to her in a sec. Let me first of all show you the kit. Can I just say, already we've got this kit being allocated. A quarter of the stock has already been allocated on the web and the phone lines. We've only got 40 of this kit. Okay, they are going to go. They're beautiful kits. We've got Rachel. It's a perfect combination. Okay, so baby pink quartzite 4 mil rounds right here. They're just stunning, aren't they? Absolutely wonderful. As Rachel said, it's a lovely kind of autumn blossom kind of tone you're going to be getting here. It's a really, really subtle pink. I'm a huge fan of this. It's a little bit more vivid than rose quartz. It's got a more consistent colour than rose quartz. Rose quartz tends to be a bit more zony with its colour and its clarity, just because of the way that it forms. Quartzite's going to give you a much more consistent colour. The strand that I'm going to show you now is absolutely wonderful. It's described as baby pink quartz. Now, for me, this could be extremely high quality Galileo morganite. It's like a salmony pink, isn't it? It's beautiful, isn't it? Definitely got that kind of orange apricot colour going through it, that kind of corally colour going through it, which is why I think it will suit pretty much anyone, because it's got that undertone of coral. The third and final strand is prainite. These are faceted rounds of prainite. Now with prainite, you are undeniably getting something that is a genuine gemstone. All these gorgeous black rutilated inclusions are entirely natural. I love them. It's a really stunning quality. Can you see those kind of secondary colours, those yellows coming out of there as well? That's really unusual. You don't normally get lots of secondary colours with prainite, because inherently it's quite a translucent gemstone. There's quite a bit of clarity going on here though. That's really impressive. So you've got your 3 strands here, and then with your wire, now there's loads and loads and loads of wire with this kit, just to warn you. And then with your wires, it just looks wonderful. All of these colours you get in nature, which is why they all go together so beautifully. There's nothing too bright, there's nothing too intense. It's a lovely, lovely subtle palette here. 10 metres of 0.4mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. 10 metres of your 0.6mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. 10 metres of your 1mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. and then 100 metres of 0.8 millimetre gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. Now the antique bronze coloured copper wire, whether it's 1 mil, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 mil gauge, it is the favourite of Debbie Bulford, who's one of our jewellery guest designers. Gemma Crow, I think her favourite wire is the antique bronze wire. Is this one of your favourites, Rachel?
It is up there. Possibly is my favourite because I like the fact it almost looks, you know how designers we like to get an oxidised look to a piece. This gives you the tonality of oxidation. You know, it's got light tones, it's got dark tones within it, so it gives you that feel that some designers will work on trying to get an oxidised piece, and you've got that already with the antique bronze, the lights and the darks. So I love using it from that point of view.
Do you think that's why a lot of our guest designers like the antique bronze?
Because it gives that extra feeling of texture. If you use just plain copper, it's much flatter as a colour, and it's lovely. I love it when you work with turquoises and lapises and beautiful colours and teals and things. And if you bring an antique bronze in, it'll mute a colour down, and it'll add this texture and tone to. Because it's literally light in the centre and dark at the edge, and you can actually you get an oxidised feel to it.
Do you think it does? Do you think it does to wirework what smoky quartz does to gemstones? Because smoky quartz seems to go with pretty much every other gemstone, every other colour. Antique bronze is almost the same, isn't it?
Yes, it does. It does go to the pinks and the greens equally so. I hadn't even thought of it. It probably does. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm just thinking now because they are obviously similar colours. Right. I've got to bring you the price point for this. I've got so many people coming through for this now. If I can tell you, way over a quarter of the stock has already been allocated at this price right here, at £52.15p, yeah? That's not your price today. It's gonna go. It's gonna go very, very quickly indeed. I've got dozens of you with this in your baskets. Please check your baskets out as quickly as you can. This is your deal today for this incredible kit. £31.95p. Now that is that's over a £20 saving you're making there, which is just incredible. Now, obviously, when you come in and get this kit today, and you see all the demos that Rachel is going to be doing from this kit, you're going to have a chance to watch this show back on our YouTube channel, and you are going to be able to make exactly the same pieces that Rachel is demoing today. What an opportunity! What an incredible opportunity! You can be inspired by Rachel's designs as much as you like. Let's head over to Rachel now and have a look at her designs because they are stunning. Well over half the quantity has already been allocated. You're doing brilliantly today. Okay, let's head over. Now, let's have a look at some of these designs. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Which was the first piece that you made, Rachel?
Definitely this one. This one
here.
That was going to be the showpiece. So I had to make sure I had enough gemstones to do that one, and then I made the other ones because I just was playing around with what you could do with the coiling Gizmo. So those are really to demonstrate the different techniques of using this extra long Gizmo, and this was the showpiece. I could demonstrate today, and we're going to make the pendant first, and then run on into the necklace and do as much as we can in the time.
Absolutely fantastic! I can't wait to see. The demo on this. We've got 10 chances remaining for this kit. I've got 20 of you with this in baskets. Please check your baskets out because this is going to be a sellout within the next few seconds. We've got a few messages for you, Rachel. Sue in London. Rachel, you're amazing. I find myself hanging on to your every word as they're all gems in their own right. Isn't that nice?
Yes.
You must feel really
My husband doesn't think that, but there we go. He doesn't listen to a word I say.
You're nagging.
If someone's listening to me.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? You're going deaf. Yeah. Emily from the West Midlands says, Rachel, I will never call your work anything other than art pieces. Love you for being an artist and a pug lover.
Ah, yes. Well, the links we do have. Yes, the links in my next necklace look like little pug's faces. So
do you have a pug?
I used to have a pug when I was a little girl. Yeah.
I love pugs. Actually. Pugs are awesome, aren't they? Elsie from Buckinghamshire says, hi, jewellery maker. I'm a gemstone addict, and given the chance, I would probably sell my husband to finance my addiction. Oh my goodness me, that's a terrible thing to say, Elsie.
Tempting,
I might sell my husband actually. He's been away most of the weekend. I've missed him that much, actually.
We could set up a special website for it, couldn't we?
Couldn't we? Buymyhusband.com. Right. Now, Rachel, before we start, before we go home to divorce papers,
I don't mean it.
yeah, let's start off with our demo. Right, where are we going to start?
Right, first of all, we're going to make the pendant, and we're going to make a 5-petal flower shape, fitting one of the pink gemstones in between. We've got photographs on. Will be put on the Facebook page. You can print that out and use it as a template if you like. What I did was obviously do it from scratch. You take about an 80 centimetre length of 1mm wire and make a little loop in the end using round nose pliers. And the little loop at the end is for attaching a little tassel to. I'm going to make a couple of petals just to show you, and then we'll show you the finished flower pot form. I'll just check I've got this in the right place. Okay. I wish I was taller.
How tall are you?
5'4" 3/4.
Don't forget the
really
3/4.
Yeah, my sister's taller than me. And I've made a rubbish little loop, which should be a little bit bigger. This one is made the same size for a bracelet, if you want to make the bracelet. And then the other one's a little bit smaller if you want to hang something on. So just showing you that one. Make a little petal. And if you want to make sure that you're fitting it into the gap, just hold it over the gemstone. If you're unsure about using rounds, making round shapes, use one of these mandrels that you've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 down. You can make a little round shape. If you haven't got one of those, you can use the jump ring maker pieces. You can put one of those in and help make your rounds. If you're really unsure about making rounds, you've got some tools or a pen if you like, but these are great actually because they've got the different sizes and they're consistent. So make a petal. I'm going to make this so quickly and so dreadfully, I'm so sorry.
Not at all.
And then bend upwards, bend sharply round, and the other side about the same level. Make sure you're judging it with your eyes so they're about the same level. Just spend a bit longer, and then round. I'm using my fingers again to make that round petal. Same on that other side, and make another petal, for example, and then start. You don't really want to go any further. Okay, actually, what you need to do is really only do 3 and start to wrap on some 0.4 wire.
Lovely.
I've only shown you that 5-petal shape just to show you the eventual shape you're going to have.
Yeah, lovely.
Because if you start, basically you've got a little bit more, room for manoeuvre with the wire. So I'm just going to then finish off with that, get that out of the way, and we're going to start wrapping some 0.4mm wire on. Now that is dreadfully unbalanced. I spent a long time trying to adjust that so that it was in shape, okay?
Yeah.
What we're going to try and do to end up doing is have a wire wrap shape like this. Okay, so I'm just going to get some 0.4mm wire and just show you the process of that technique, and then we move on to the next bits.
Lovely.
So, 0.4mm wire.
This kit has sold out.
Just
so you know, it has sold out. Lots of you with this in your baskets checked your baskets out, which is great. A few of you didn't check your baskets out and you ended up missing out. I'm so sorry if you did miss out. It's really important that you do check your baskets out today as quickly as possible. Perfect. Okay, so you've got your 0.4.
You need to use probably about a 2-metre length.
Wow, that's quite
honest,
a lot. Okay.
Because you're wrapping around on one side and down each side. I'm using a very short length for demonstration purposes. And what I'm going to do is just start to wrap.
Where do you start? Do you start in any place?
I'm starting to wrap here, and then I'm going to slide it up into the little loop. So it's easier to wrap here and then push it up with your fingers into the loop, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'll just show you the start of it. Start to wrap round. I've only done 3 petals. Basically, you can just start with one and start wrapping and then form the petals as you go. It just means the wire ends aren't in the way and you haven't got loops, and you've actually got easier access to wrap round. And then what I tend to do, you can either, if this loop was a little bit bigger, or you can just wrap into this, wrap into this area here.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorry. Then wrap into this area here. I've just made it a bit tighter. If you've made the loop nice and loose, the little coil nice and loose, you can actually push it into this space.
Yeah.
I'm really making a real hash of this. I'm really sorry, folks.
That's okay.
there, actually I might be able to push it round. If you're clever
Ah,
at this
yeah,
angle,
so you can push it
actually
up.
push this coil round into the place, but I'm not able to do it because I've made that angle too tight. So forgive me.
But you should be able to do that. That's actually a good way, actually, of wire wrapping the entire.
Of wrapping it on these.
Wire wrapping the entire piece.
Yes, it does take a bit of time. This little bit does take a bit of time. So in fact, I really don't want to spend the entire time doing this because you know what we're doing. We're just going to wrap the whole piece.
So if you want to show us the finished piece.
Well, I'm just going to quickly show what you would do once you wrap round here. I want you to attach, just do a wrap or across this point, just to secure and just close this loop off. And then back again, and maybe once more round.
You've gone across.
You know, gone across and back, and then round and back again. Okay, just to tighten that little place off into a closed loop, so that when you put a little dangle on it, it's not going to travel anywhere later. Then continue to wrap all the way around. I'm so sorry, that was
not at all.
Just wish I'd done that demonstration better for you.
No, that's absolutely fine. That is really clear, actually.
Spend your
Rachel.
Spend your time. Forming this piece here
and getting the shape nice and symmetrical, getting it exactly how you like it.
And it's got to be like this at a petal here.
Beautiful.
You can see where I've wrapped in between that point, wrapped across, wrapped all the way around all these petals, and these little coiling wraps are going to act like little gripper sites for when we actually attach in beads later on.
Lovely.
I'm not wrapping onto bare wire. So what I've also done is formed a little extra petal at the top, but not closed it off, and these bits are going to form the bail.
Lovely.
I've wrapped about the point where you're halfway up this round here, halfway up this round, and we're going to attach a bead in the centre to start fixing this piece together.
Yeah, lovely. So
we've got one wire, 0.4 wire at one side, 1.5 on the other side, and pass them both through the lovely salmon pink quartzite and start to bring it together.
Just whilst you're doing that, Rachel, I'm going to bring you the details for the for this spool of wire that we've got today as well. This is one of our clearance wire deals, just so you know. It's 100 metres of 1mm gauge antique bronze colour copper wire, which of course will go beautifully with this kit. You've already got 1mm gauge wire with this kit, but we thought we'd bring you another one of our wire deals. Now, this is a clearance deal we're going to be bringing you today. Again, very, very low in stock. We're going to bring you the price point very, very quickly, and then Rachel can carry on with her demo. So 100 metres of your wire, it should be £27.95p. This is your deal today. This is your deal today. It is quite a significant saving you're going to be making, so make sure that you dial through, you get involved on our website as quickly as you can. Absolutely fantastic. And here's your deal today. An enormous saving, £15.95p for 100 metres of 1mm gauge antique bronze wire. 16p
a metre. I mean, that's enormous amount of, versatility, freedom to use your wire in whatever way you want when you're thinking of 16p a metre.
16p
a metre, isn't it, really?
Okay, so you're starting to
both sides through either side of the bead, and then put it together into place to start to secure this bail together. So I'm just going to hold it close with my fingers and then pull that together.
Wow. And
then just start to wrap round that side for a few wraps.
I can see why you've wire wrapped it now, Rachel, because as you say, it does grip, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you can
it helps
see it
to grip.
starting to.
And then just flip the piece over. I'm just going to flip the piece over, and with the other piece of wire, keep on wrapping on the other side to help that, and that bead will stay together in place now. And what you do is you wrap up to the top. I'll do that very quickly. Wrap up to the top of the where it's going to actually eventually form a bail. So I'll do that fairly quickly, although I can show you in the next piece anyway a little bit more. So I'll just do a few wraps. Imagine if I would have wrapped right up to the top, and that just helps bring it all together. If this starts separating, push it together with your fingers. I'm going to flip the piece over and just a few wraps on that other side.
One of the things that when I've been doing gizmo work or wire wrapping, one of the problems that I've had is wrapping the wire around the base wire too tightly, so I can't move the coil up. That must be quite a common problem with wire work.
It did just happen just then. I got the angle too great, so I
tight,
couldn't push it around. Normally that would have slipped around quite easily. On those Gizmo mandrels, you can just you just have to, as they get used more and more and more, they get smoother and smoother, and they're easy to pull off and twist. You do sort of like the twisting action with your wrists and bring it up and pull the coil off. Or you can just rub it with a candle. Actually, a bit of candle wax over Gizmo rod can help just to make it a bit more secure, a bit come off a little bit more easily. There we go. Now, if I imagine I've just wrapped up to the top.
Lovely.
Okay, but I haven't quite. I'm going to attach the next lot of beads. And I want to be able to pull the actual the flower together.
Gorgeous.
To make sure it's a little bit neater. There we go. We're going to use some of the green beads, a green bead in the centre.
Lovely.
And
pray night.
A bit more 0.4mm wire, which has gone decides to go everywhere. Probably need to use about 80 centimetres of 0.4mm wire.
She doesn't actually have a measuring stick there. She just said 80 centimetres.
About that. It's usually, I usually work with lengths like that.
So do I. Yeah.
Just easier, because that's how your arm.
Yeah, it's kind of an arm's length. It's about a metre, isn't it?
Shorter
yeah, I know. If you've got arms like an orangutan, goodness me, you could be working with 6 metre lengths. You never know.
Just check what I did. So, with the centrepiece of the wire, I just fold it in two to get that centrepiece sorted out. Just wrap a couple of times around the base of this petal, so bring it together a little bit more. I'm just going to bring it together. And probably 1, 2, and 3, and then bring the wire up into the centre of the flower, and pull quite tight here.
Just pop your head back a little bit, Rachel.
Sorry, and then bring that up. Bring that up. So basically, you've got 2 wires coming through the centre of the flower now, like so, with a little neat wrap of 3 round there. Then I'm going to thread on a pre-night into the middle of the flower. So bear with me. I'm just going to thread it on, and you thread it on both wires. If you want to cut both wires so they're the same length, that's fine. It doesn't matter as long as you've got enough to wrap up. Later on, you're going to attach a Gizmo coil. I'm just trying to find the hole.
They're difficult to see, aren't they?
And there we are. Do you know what? I haven't got my glasses on.
No, I've left mine at home.
That is why I am
you've got
not
them on
seeing
your head.
That's why I'm not seeing anything.
Goodness sake,
That
these
is why
arty
I'm
types.
absolutely useless. There we go. That's better. They're just greasy fingerprinted glasses at the moment. There we are. That's better. All right. So then that was a delightful image, wasn't it? Sorry about that. two wires through, and then all I need to do is just pass one wire around the base of each petal.
Lovely.
A couple of times, and you're going to leave that for later. One, and you can cinch it in, make sure it clicks in. You can feel it going in between the little
kind of
coils.
slip into a groove, won't it?
It's done, and it's brought. Again, if I pull this wire into place.
Michelle from Greater Manchester says, I admire all of Rachel's work, but this necklace has just taken my breath away.
Oh,
I missed the kit. Please, somebody, don't check out so I can have it.
Oh,
let's hope somebody doesn't check out, Michelle. Well, thank you for that text, lovely. Christine in South Yorkshire. Hi, Rachel and Carol. Thanks, Rachel, for all your lovely designs and easy to follow instructions. And that's from Chris in Barnsley. Thanks, lovely. What are you laughing at?
I'm not being very easy today.
You're being great.
So there's the 2 wires at the base of the petal.
Yeah, lovely.
Don't cut these off. You're going to use them later on. Now we're going to attach the beads around in the petals around the side, because we want to create an effect a bit like like that. That's the next
coming together
stage. Okay, so we're just going to add in these beads. That's the next stage. So I'm going to put that out of the way and then start to attach. I'm just going to take the beads out. I had a spare pre-night in case I threw it on the floor. I'm quite good at that.
Double up, I say.
And I need another bit of 0.4mm wire.
Your 0.4 wire is so useful for this, isn't it?
I just use it for everything. It's so useful for binding and weaving. It's fine enough and strong enough, so it's incredibly I love that. I love 0.4 as a wire.
Good, good.
Now, starting at the top of the flower formation, just going to wrap a little bit of wire around below this pink quartzite, and I'm going to tuck that in later, maybe three times, and grip it in. Now, if you have dexterity problems, use the flat nose, the chain nose pliers to pull this in. Can you see how that pulled into the wire there?
Yeah, lovely.
And then round, and I'll tuck that in later on. And what I'm going to do is start to attach the quartzites. I've probably got a little bit too much wire, so I'm going to take a bit away, because actually working with longer wire takes me time to pull it through, and it'll be boring for you watching me do that. Add on a little pink quartzite and run it to the widest point of the next adjacent petal. I'm just holding it in place, and then bringing the wire through and using my third hand, which is my mouth sometimes.
Do you know what? So many of our guest designers over the last couple of weeks have said that they use their teeth to make jewellery. You just got to do it sometimes. Yeah. Bring it round and click it into place. Again, using those grooves.
Quite a hard bit of pressure. And click it into place. You just need one wrap round, actually. That's all you need. Thread on a pink quartzite next.
Lovely.
And then bring that round to the widest point of that petal. Bring 0.4 wire up very close. Sorry. Why does it do that? It doesn't have to catch around anything, but some little gremlin makes it happen.
It's on TV, Rachel.
And then rock the wire round until it clicks into place. It's disappeared. It's gone. And you don't. What you're trying to do is having a seamless.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see why you use so much of the 0.4 wire, because you need it to be one continuous flowing piece, don't you, really?
Right, so the same, I'm going to do just add on one or two more beads, then we'll move on to the next stage, just to show you.
Sophie.
Again, round. Sorry, I'll just click that into place again, once more round, pulling my thumb, making that nice and strong. Okay?
Lovely.
And continue all the way around until you get to the other end.
Perfect.
Okay. What was the method?
Sorry, yes, we had a text. Can we see that text again, please, lovely Phil? Sophie and Kent says, Rachel, your instructions are very easy to follow, but but to be honest, you could do the whole demonstration in Finnish, and I'd still be enamoured. Lovely.
Thank you.
Can you speak any other languages?
Un petit peu de français. That's all.
Ouais.
That's all I say.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Carole. Welcome, what's welcome? Bienvenue. Bienvenue, jewelry maker.
Yes. I had a French patient the other day, but I can't say any more, and because he couldn't speak a word of English, poor chap. There we go, but he was all right.
You'd have to get your tricolore out. Did you learn French from Tricolore at school? The book Tricolore?
Écoutez et répétez. Jean-Claude and Claudette and Jean-Paul or something.
Chantal, Marie-Claire.
Yes, Marie-Claire was it.
Yeah, she was one of them.
Écoutez et répétez.
Yeah.
And she got this tape cassette out, and our hearts sank.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Beep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, French lessons were always mega boring. I bet you they're really interesting now, aren't they? Anyway, right, where are we, sweetie?
Well, they're learning it in primary school. I mean, Jack.
Do they really?
Jack comes home and says, "I spoke a different word today, and I found out it was bonjour." So at 4, they're learning
at 4
little
years
words.
old, they learn French. Goodness me.
Well, you know, just
incroyable, formidable.
Brilliant.
That means. Hopefully, it's not swearing. Okay.
Right, now I've got to remember what to do next. Now, the next thing I'm doing is showing you the fact you've sewn all those beads round. Yes, lovely. And we're going to make a little tiny gizmo coil to fit in the middle.
Oh, that's
I wanted to show you how versatile the big gizmo coils are and the little ones. And what I've done is I've made on a piece of 1mm wire. I've put some 0.4mm wire on and made a coil, which is about, have I got anything to measure with? I'm trying to think. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, about 13.5 centimetres, something like that.
Good counting.
Little coil.
Okay.
And I have made a coil out of that. and attach
And how
it
do you
to the
do
wire.
that? Do you just coil it around a Gizmo?
Well, yes, I've used the very small Gizmo mandrel on the 5 mandrel piece. You can use this rod. It's a little bit bendy for the secondary coils, but you can use that. What you'd have to do is clamp this really close and bring it up so that it actually has
wiggle around.
a point, another anchorage point in between. So what I have done today is actually put the 5 Gizmo mandrel as my secondary mandrel.
Good for you.
And put it opposite this one so you can see it happening.
We have got this Gizmo, I think, coming up a little bit later on the show, just so you know, in a bundle.
Okay. And then what I might have done, do you know what? I done it on, sorry, I put it on 0.6 millimetre wire. So what I did, I made that one and then I put it on 0.6 so it's a little bit more flexible, bear with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I do know what I'm doing.
Oh, I see. So you Gizmoed it onto the 1mm gauge, then you replace the 1mm gauge with a 0.6mm gauge.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes. I mean, you could use some of that. You could use the 0.8 small mandrel from the extra long Gizmo mandrel because that would be fabulous. With small, delicate coils, absolutely beautiful. So on here again, just trim that end of that coil so it looks a bit neater. And just make a little secondary coil.
Lovely.
And you all know how to do this, but I'll show you. Some people don't. So attach the wire to the mandrel handle. Do a couple of little coils just to centre it.
Get it started.
Bring this up to the mandrel.
Lovely. Yeah.
And then what I'm doing is with my finger and thumb, I'm holding that coil really tight up against that mandrel.
Yeah, lovely.
And so that then you form that little secondary coil.
Ah, look at that.
It's really
Isn't that gorgeous?
pretty. So about 13 to 14 centimetres length of this little coil will work. And the reason you can't use the little Gizmo mandrel to make up the length, it's just not long enough. So having this extra piece of equipment enables you to make longer, delicate coils.
Now that would just be gorgeous, wouldn't it?
So you can't do it in the same way with the even with the 5 Gizmo mandrel.
No, you can't. It's just not long enough.
So both tools together, that's what you need.
Yes, basically that's what you do need. So everyone who came in to get the professional coiling Gizmo, if you don't have the 5-hole Gizmo, we've got that. I've got it right here. I've got it right here. Oh, Phil, you are just producer extraordinaire. Always one step ahead, isn't he? Right, okay. Shall I do the details for this, Rachel?
Yes.
Just whilst you're breathing and not hyperventilating. How on earth does... I don't know where you get your energy from. Right. 5-hole Gizmo. Oh, sorry, actually, this is the 2-coil Gizmo that you've got here. So you've got the smaller Gizmo and you've got the larger mandrel in here as well. You've also got Wirework Edition 1. A blast from the past. Goodness me. Wirework Edition 1. Wirework Edition 2. Wire Gizmo Basics. There we go. Wire Gizmo Projects and Gizmo Wirework Projects Edition 2.
Yes.
We've got the lot. All of your Gizmo DVDs pretty much, and lots of Wirework DVDs. Are you on all of these, Rachel?
No, we've got Laura, marvellous Laura, doing the
binding on the first one.
first two, those two, Wirework Edition 1 and 2, and then I'm on the Gizmo side of things. There's 3 Gizmo ones. And oh goodness, and then I show you how to do colour combining, plaiting. I did some Celtic
coiling
twist,
techniques, beaded coil, bicone technique, the flower.
Yes, you got it all there. Making a bail out of it.
Yeah, heart pendant,
clasps. Flowers, hearts, triple twisted coils, colour combining. Oh, goodness, a long time ago it was. Oh my goodness!
Wow.
And there we are. So all of that is on there. Actually, it's a tremendously useful starting point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Progress.
Yeah, if you are getting the Gizmo for the first time today, if you've got the professional coiling Gizmo for the first time today, if you're going to be getting this bundle for the first time today, then goodness me, you've got such a fantastic. As Rachel says, a fantastic starting
necklace
point.
Is so nice actually because it's got that fluidity to it, even though it's got a rigid knot. The actual whole piece feels that about. Isn't that lovely? I wish more people would make more of those because they're really lovely, versatile pieces.
Gorgeous.
Just to let you know, With a 2-hole gizmo, you can work hard on a piece of 1mm wire and make your own mandrel, small mandrel to work in that, so you can actually make a small mandrel.
That's really good to know. £29.70 should be your price. Not today. I've got people on the phone lines, on the web. You're going absolutely nuts over this today. This is your deal today for 5 DVDs and your 2-hole gizmo. £12.95. How incredible is that? For 5 hours worth of tuition with Laura binding and with Rachel as well, and of course your 2-hole gizmo as well. That's absolutely amazing. So many people there today. Absolutely awesome.
When I think of an hour DVD, actually it's almost like a 2-day workshop, because
Isn't it?
You
just
wouldn't make those pieces in an hour.
No.
What you're doing is doing a 2-day workshop with each DVD.
Yeah.
And it's an enormous amount then when you think about it.
Yeah, you've got about a week's worth of workshops just in these DVDs alone. Rachel is right, you know, these DVDs, you know, we say, you know, they're an hour long, but in actual fact, what you actually learn is kind of the equivalent you would learn on a, you know, 1 or 2 days workshop. So absolutely wonderful. £12.95. So many of you there. Well done. You've got to check your baskets out because this is going to sell out within the next few moments. Absolutely wonderful. So just to reiterate, Gizmo Wirework Projects Edition 2, Gizmo Projects 1, Wire Gizmo Basics 1, Wirework Edition 1 and Wirework Edition 2 as well, and your 2-hole gizmo as well, all for under £13. 25 of you with this in your baskets. Please, please, please take your baskets out as quickly as you can. Well done. Loads of you still coming through for this. Right, Rachel.
Right, what we're going to try and do now is the little gizmo coil that I made earlier on, I've threaded onto a length of 1mm wire, and we're going to attach this to the pendant using the pieces of wire that we had left over from when we attached that preonite bead. So I'm just going to place the coil in place and make sure it fits round in the space like so. So the top tips of the coil are just about at the top, meeting there. Hold this and centre it very carefully with your fingers, and then what you do is you take the wire and start to wrap around and in between the coils.
Ah, lovely.
So once there, and it's clicked into place, then bring it up between the next coil and then loop it down between. So I can't see well enough, bear with me darlings. Loop it down, then click it into place, and it was almost like going up a helter-skelter.
Yeah.
You're going up going around the twist, and then come up again, and just carry on. And some of these little coils, you'll catch a petal in, or sort of an inner part of a petal at the same time. So this one hasn't quite reached it. That's not quite in place, so make sure it's in place with your finger and thumb. The next one, you're going to come up and catch at the base of a petal, and also catch in round in between the two gaps between the gizmo coil. And that's how you can attach a gizmo coil in. You can attach with a different piece of wire, but I want to camouflage this in, different colour wire. And you can see how that's attaching now. On one side, that's actually attached quite firmly to the piece. So what you do?
So with the twisted gizmo core that you're attaching in there, actually it serves a couple of purposes. It looks great, but also it's hiding all this extra wire work as well, isn't it?
Hiding wire work, adding detail, and use the other piece of wire to attach the other end, or the other side, and work up the other side in exactly the same way. Now, I'm not going to go right to the top because I've got a finished piece to show you the next stage, but you can get the point. You just basically carry on up this side, in between, and carry on that side until you reach the top, and until you've attached at the base of the bail here. Bear with me, I'm just going to all the bail thing. I'm just trying to catch a bead. I think I caught it, but it's gone. Don't worry.
Have you lost a gem?
Doesn't matter, I've got enough.
Got it. Here it is.
That's it, lovely.
Perfect, okay.
So, what you have achieved next, I forgot to show you the bail weaving. Bear with me.
Yeah, that's fine. So many of you have come through to get this bundle today. It's absolutely amazing. It is going very, very quickly. So 5 DVDs, your Wirework Edition 1 and 2, Gizmo Basics, Gizmo Projects and Wirework Gizmo Projects. 5 DVDs and your 2-hole Gizmo. I've got 40, or I did have 30 or 40 of you with this in your baskets. Please check your, sorry, 25 of you now with this in your baskets. Please do check your baskets out, because this bundle is going so quickly. I can't even read all your names off the screen, just because your names are coming in so thick and fast today. You're clearly loving the show today, which is absolutely wonderful. Please do get those baskets checked out as quickly as you can. Well done, lovely, perfect.
Once you've attached this coil in place, you can also start to do a little bit of wire weaving. You have 2 bits of wire left over from when you wove around the whole piece in the first place, and we're going to do 2 things. We're just going to start the bale weave and also attach a little detail bead. Can you see what I've done there? So attach a little detail bead there.
Yeah, lovely.
So what I'm going to do is just start the weave, and this is a very basic bale weave, and in the next piece I think I show a bit more, sort of slightly more complex one. So sorry, the wire has just got tangled up. Doesn't matter, we can just show the first few passes. So I'm doing almost like a figure of 8 round the base of this section, just to hold it all together. 2 wraps around one side, and then pass across to the base of the opposite wire and around 2 times. And what I've done also is, can you see how I've gently shaped the bale, and I've kept it open. And if you find it difficult to keep that bale nice and even, bind it with this bit with a bit of scrap wire. You're just going to have a slightly more, you're going to have to just work at putting the wire into the bale space a bit more, but you'll be able to keep your symmetrical bale. As you get more experience, you'll be able to work without with an open bale end and keep it symmetrical. Okay, you can see I've just gently curved a sort of leaf-like bale shape. So imagine I've just gone up a little bit more with the bale weave, and I'm just going to do 2 by 2, and I'm just going to show you the bead attachment to give you the detail at the base of the bale. So using the other piece of wire, just attach a little pink gemstone quartzite, which is, it's almost got this fruity sort of purple berry look to it. It's absolutely beautiful.
It is stunning, isn't
just
it?
subtly different to the other pink. So bring that over the base of the bale, thread it down in a little gap and pull tight just to secure the bead. Hold your thumb on top of the bead and you'll hear it click into place. Bring the wire up and wrap 3 or 4 times tightly around the base, and it becomes almost like a little bezel setting.
Ah, lovely.
And it helps really keep that bead from rotating, keeps it firmly in place. What I'm doing is just going to use the pliers to help pull that even tighter. You'll be able to use more force than you can with your fingers. And then bring the wire up and then just tuck it round, and I don't know, I suppose you just tuck it into place. So what I'm doing is pulling it tight into place. I'm trying to do it so you can see it. Pull it round the base of the bale. Okay. Cut neatly and tuck that wire into place. And again, really be careful not to have anything catching or snagging clothing. So as you can see, I'm stroking the wire around, the wire edge round with the edges of the chain nose pliers to get into place. Check with your fingers, and that's all done. So imagine
you've done all that.
Imagine you've done all that, just like that. And you've got a woven leaf-like bale, you've got a bezel set little gemstone, you've attached a coil, and you've woven everything in place. I just didn't show you also what we do with this final little bit of the Gizmo coil. You can see I've attached it here and woven all the way up. So I just wanted to show you that little bit. When you get to the base of this Gizmo coil, just find a spot. Sorry, I've got to find it. Bear with me. I'm going to find it and then put it back into place.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's a tiny space at the base of the bead of one of the little pink quartzite.
Yes.
I may not be able to get it. Yes, I can see it. So turn the piece over. I can see a little gap. Pushing the wire through. Again, sometimes I just use my pliers because I find sometimes it's difficult for me to grip the ends of the wire.
Yeah, lovely.
Pull the pliers, use the pliers to pull it through, and do that a couple of times. Now I'm only going to be able to do it once for time. Okay, then bring it up. Again. I'm going to have to do it again because I've got to try and keep it as close as
yeah, that's
the
it, isn't it?
I can't avoid doing it. And I've got 15 minutes. I need to be able to show you how to make the assemble the necklace, you see.
There you go.
Then catch the wire at the base of this protruding piece of wire and start to wrap as close as you can with the wrap and coils, as tightly as you can, until we're reaching probably about 2 centimetres from the end.
Yeah, lovely.
Now, those are there's gaps, so what you can do is either push down with your fingernails or the ends of your pliers. Can you see how I've pushed that down so it's tight?
Yeah, lovely.
Again, same sort of thing, several wraps quickly as I can, because I need to be able to show you what to do. And you see, I'm actually doing it fairly quickly now.
No, that's okay.
And then
Got
keep
plenty
going.
of time.
I can't talk and wrap at the same time.
It's multitasking.
I'm holding my breath.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's it, isn't it?
And there, nearly there. And then trim that off so it's balanced.
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
lovely.
Trim it as close as you can to the wire with the flush cutter pliers, which are absolutely fabulous. Use the round chain nose pliers to stroke the ledge flat. What we're going to do next is do a little curl, and what I'm doing is curling inwards to make a feature over the quartzite.
Yeah.
So using the end of the round nose pliers, curl into
Lovely.
place and cut the end, because it's never quite a circle, and do the same on this side.
Lovely.
There, and then curl both down. I'm not going to quite make the bail yet, because I'm going to do that after after we make the necklace, because it's actually easier to put it on after.
Oh, okay.
But can you see I've just curled that,
That's
a
nice.
loose spiral, because you can see I'm just actually taking this
Yeah.
down slowly and loosely, not a tight coil, and then press it into place over the quartzite bead, trying to make it as symmetrical as you can.
Yeah, lovely.
If that's not quite symmetrical, just use the pliers just to
You can
pull
still tweak it, yeah.
into place, and you've got that into place. You can fold this down to start forming the bail over your fingers, or you can use a Gizmo mandrel to help you fold this round and have that into place. But it's not quite ready yet to form the bail, okay? We'll do that a little bit more later on, but we can do more details. But it's basically the start of the pendant.
Lovely, yeah.
And I'm going to have to talk you through, because we haven't got that much time through the rest of the necklace. Now, the rest of the necklace is actually entirely an assembly of coils. So I'm trying to show you, there's a leafy section, and there's lots and lots of different lengths of coils. I just wanted to show you the difference between, this is a standard length coil made with a standard Gizmo,
Yeah.
and this is one you can make with a,
Ah, you see,
so you've got
yeah.
a bit more versatility. You can't do much wrapping around anything, but with this one you can wrap and make a vine-like formation, and then have enough coil left over to have your spiral at the end. I'll show you quickly how to make one of those spirals up. You also need a long section of coil to make this sort of whole body of the necklace formation. Okay, so that's a big long length of the 0. On the longest, on the smallest mandrel, the 0.8 mandrel. Okay, with a couple of lengths of 0.6 or 0.8 in fact, actually, to make loops at the end with a couple of beads. So that's something you use as a base of the necklace.
Yeah,
I'm going to put that
lovely.
to one side for the minute. Show you quickly how to make one of these S-lengths. You need just several of them, as many as you like, but what I've done is photographed on the website, so you can see on the Facebook page how many you need. I've done about
Lovely.
5 long ones and 2 short ones, just to show you. And I'll just quickly show you one of these long formations. I don't think we'll be able to assemble the whole necklace, but if I can give you the sort of the gist of it,
yeah, absolutely.
you can play around with it at home and see how things go. Make a spiral. These are all in the way and being confusing. Sorry about that. Make a spiral at one end. Tight as you can, actually. So using the end of your little round nose pliers.
Yeah, lovely.
Going as tight as you can. And everyone now has, this is the standard technique, making a nice coil with the chain nose pliers, pushing with my fingers and doing almost like a scissor-like action with both arms working to make these coils. And then bring it up to the level of the coil. The rest of it you do with your fingers, and bring a bit of the coil round to kind of almost add that little detail. Okay, and you do the same at the other end.
Gorgeous, okay.
So, some of those. To make the leaf section of the necklace, what I should have said also, quickly, add a little pendenty detail to the end of this pendant, if you as a dangle, or you can put chain on or anything you like. Now, this leaf section, I've made a whole section of little leaf shapes. I'll quickly show you how to make a leaf shape using some 1mm wire.
Oh yeah, lovely.
Basically, bend with the chain nose pliers, fingers used to manipulate the wire into a nice smooth curve, chain nose pliers at the other end, sharp bend, change over to the other side of the wire, curve it round, and just manipulate it so it's about don't worry. Sorry, lovely. Manipulate it round. Lost my flavour. Manipulate round into a curve, and there you've got a lovely little leaf shape. Don't worry, Camel. It's usually me that does that sort of thing anyway.
I know.
Then you can hammer that if you like, and then just pinch the end so that you've got a little leaf shape like so. And you can use that to actually make your leaf formation.
Perfect.
What I've done with these leaves is basically, I've lost a tiny little coil. Carol, do you want to bring something to air just a minute while I find something I've lost?
Can do.
Yes, there we are. I think I found it already. But
have you found it?
There we are, that's it. I've got beads everywhere. There we go, that's one of these. So
gorgeous.
I need a tiny little bit of mini Gizmo coil.
Oh, it's tiny.
Tiny little bit. I need some 0.4mm wire. Ubiquitous 0.4mm wire, probably only about 30 centimetres, to be honest. You're not going to use a great deal for each leaf. In fact, actually, I've fibbed. Probably use a little bit more. Still, about 50 centimetres because I'm going to attach berries.
Okay.
Okay. What I've done in between each leaf formation is thread on some snipped up bits of Gizmo coil. So you haven't had to hand coil all this. All you do, if you can see, what I've done is just got a bit of Gizmo coil and just threaded it on and then made the next leaf. It's really easy, and it has a great sort of effect and also bulks out that wire. Take 0.4mm wire, bind it round the end of the leaf, and start to attach some berries. I'm not going to be able to attach all the berries that we've got on
That's okay.
But I use about 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so wrap it round once, and I'm going to attach 3, but we really want about 9 or 10 to build up the proper cluster.
Possible, don't you?
Wrap it round, and attach another one, and another one round the edge. And then just try and build it up. I'm pulling quite tight with each wrap.
Yeah, lovely.
I don't want to use all the 4 minutes, for goodness. Okay, I'll just be able to show you some of the formation of the necklace in a minute. So imagine I put loads and loads of berries around to make a beautiful cluster. Bring this down, very similar to the way we threaded on the other pre-night. Just going to snip this so it's a little bit easier.
Lovely.
Bring it, the pre-night on.
Okay.
Do both pieces of wire. Add a tiny little bit of Gizmo coil. And then bring that to the end of the leaf.
Ah, so that's where you put the little mini Gizmo on.
And then separate the wires slightly.
Yeah, lovely.
And just start to bind to the end of the, you have to hold with your fingers a little bit, bind to the end of the leaf. And you can just bind up as far as you like. And I've probably done about sort of 9 or 10 wraps either side. Okay, so I'm going to I just want to be able to show you some of the vine light formation bit so that you've got some idea. And then we basically would have finished the necklace. With the bail, remember you've just got to attach front to back with the bail with a few wraps of 0.4mm wire, curve up and make some details.
That's kind of the last thing that you do, isn't it, really?
Yes, because I'm going to attach it onto the necklace. I couldn't make the bail up and then slide it onto the finished necklace. You actually have to make the pendant up, then make the bail up over the necklace.
Over the top of the necklace,
which is a little more complicated, but it's the only way I could think of doing it.
Yeah, I think it's the best way of doing it because the necklace itself is so organic that it's not going to be a regular width the whole way whole way around.
No, it'd be easy if it was just a little bit of Gizmo coil, which you can equally do this pendant on. See the piece I'm wearing? It's the same pendant but made up with a totally different wire and a totally different gemstone. So imagine I've gone up about sort of 8 or 9 or 10 wraps and then cut it off. I'm just going to cut it off so I will be able to finish it nicely. And cut it off and tuck it in. This end you make into another coil, but I haven't got time to do that. I just really want to show you the necklace formation, or the start of it anyway.
Okay.
So, in fact, no, actually, Carol, would you be able to bring something to air? Well,
Yeah,
I've
of
just
course I can.
prepare this ready because it doesn't look...
Just while Rachel's getting set up, just quickly for the next little bit, I've got these two incredible tools. I've come across the wire banding pliers before, but I've never come across this this tool here. It's known as a spool tamer. Have you ever got your wire and it's
gone all over the place,
and you haven't held on to the end of your wire spool and it's all started to unravel, it starts to whip off the reel, and it's a real pain, real pain. What you've got here is the wire spool tamer. It's absolutely incredible. You're going to be getting 3 of them in this pack here, and they're essentially kind of elastic bracelets that go around your spool to help to keep your wire under control so it's not going to whip off the reel. So you've got 3 of them in here. There's a little example of it being used, so you can use it on different size spools. Really, really fantastic tool. And do you know what? If you've ever used wire and you've cut off a piece of wire and all of your wire then unravels from the spool, you'll know how frustrating that is. Because it's very difficult to kind of, especially with some of the finer gauge wires, to keep it kink free. You want to keep it nice and smooth without any bends or without any twists in it. This is going to help you do that. You've also got your wire banding pliers as well. I'll show you on the back what these are specifically used for. If you're going to be bundling wires together and you want to wrap this wire around the centre of your wire formation to keep it nice and banded, this is a way of doing it. And what this wire tool gives you is kind of a right angled quality. Have you used these wire banding tools before, Rachel? Have you used this one before?
I haven't. I actually have got to go and get and invest in them because they're wonderful for doing this uniform sort of prongs. I've seen Michelle particularly using them and making these, and Alison making these just beautiful, perfect bends every time.
Exactly, it gives you a right angle on your wire. So you can see the wire going through the tool on the first image here. A quarter of the stock's already gone, by the way. So you can see the wire kind of twisting around at right angles. So it gives you that really regular, really neat, really uniform finish. £18.90 should be your price. Not today though. As with absolutely everything on today's show, you are going to be getting a seriously, seriously amazing deal. We have been extremely busy already on today's show. £12.95p for your spool tamer and for your wire banding pliers as well. We've got loads and loads of great tool bundles coming up on today's show. This bundle is the only bundle you're able to get hold of these 2 tools on today's show though, just so you know. Lots of you checking out your baskets, lots of you with this in your baskets. Please check your baskets out as quickly as you can. Well done. More than half the quantity's already been allocated. I've got about 20 of you with these in your baskets, so just check your baskets out as quickly as you can because, like I said, we are extremely busy on today's show. Brilliant, okay. Right. So,
some of the next bit.
Yes, I did it. Please, go for it.
So what I've done is I've finished off this leaf cluster with symmetrical amounts of leaves on either side, pointing either way. So you've got a piece like that. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is add it on to one of these and just start to twist this piece around, this longer piece that I told you that we've formed first of all. And I just do a couple of 1 minute, literally wrap it round. And it'll take you a bit of time just to get it
That's okay,
get it right.
Rachel.
Again, imagine I am getting it right. Taking it over the berry, a few wraps around the side, just as long as when you get to the other side that you're ready to. You can see how it's starting.
Yes, absolutely.
Again, do it the other side. Try and get it symmetrical so that you're doing, I mean it's not essential, the same sort of wraps on either side so that you're going to have the same amount. You can see how I'm slightly just wrapping it round.
Yeah, lovely.
And then round and up. So we've got the start of the necklace formation. Again, just do the same, add on one of these pieces. So I want to be able to...
And the design starts to build up, doesn't
Yes.
it? And I suppose when you come to the end of one of your coils, you just kind of finish it off in these little areas here,
I've
don't
sort
you?
of already done that, you see. If you've got all these
yes,
pieces
of
ready,
course.
you know, we're just literally, we've got them all ready and ready for wrapping round. So I just pick a point. I usually start at a central point and then just start to wrap round. And then basically at the end, you can see how it's building up the vine-like structure.
Yeah, lovely.
And just add on as many coils as you feel you're happy with and it looks lovely, you know what I mean? That you feel that you're building up the vine, and then round to the top, and then
Gorgeous.
yeah, I've got that piece like that. So and do the same on the other side. So and just build up and build up your layers. As you can see, I think you've all seen how we do the loops, but if I can just show you a quick loop to add on the clasp. The clasps are in the Gizmo Wirework edition 1.
Brilliant.
So
That's
I
good
just
to know.
made 2 of those clasps. So just literally doing a loop here, and if I've got time I'll add on another of these little
Those are your clasps there. Lovely.
so add on one of those to the end loops, pull around with this coil, round a couple of times, round to the base, up, and we can make a little coil or a feature, anything to actually cut the wire, and then you make a little spiral as a feature.
Lovely. Just to finish it
But
off.
just keep winding those vines round, and when you're ready, attach your pendant with its little dangle at the end.
And then you can finish the band
Yes.
off once it's on the necklace.
Yes.
Isn't that lovely? This is such a lovely piece, Rachel, because as you say, you can build it
Sorry, I
up
didn't
to
get time to
whatever.
finish it, Pete.
That's okay. I mean, I
Got the
think
essentials.
we
of it, yes.
absolutely get the essentials, and that's the thing. It's lovely how this necklace can build up to become something really beautiful, really ornate, or you could really strip it back if you wanted to and have just a single vine going around your neckline. It really is up to you. It's such a lovely design. Rachel, to fit all of what you've done into the time that you've had, I think is amazing. I think Rachel deserves a round of applause, everyone. We'll try and give you more time in the next one, Rachel.
Thank you.
She's amazing.
Oh, sweetie.
We've got so many texts that have come in today, we can't even read all of them out. It's been unbelievable. Still to come, low stock bundles, low stock peridot, low stock tiger's eye, amazing brand new cappuccino agate, low stock Rachel Norris's beautiful DVD, gorgeous plated copper connectors. We've got so much to come. Please don't go anywhere. It's an amazing show.
Thank you to all of our customers who voted for Jewellery Maker to be nominated at the Make and Sell Jewellery Awards. We've been nominated for 8 awards. Please continue to vote for us to win by going to the Make and Sell Jewellery Awards website and registering your vote. Voting closes on the 27th of November.
Here at Jewellery Maker, we love seeing your jewellery creations, learning about your inspiration and reading your blogs. If you write your own craft or jewellery blog, then we'd love to hear from you. Simply tweet us at jewellery_maker UK with your blog link and we'll be in touch.
Get involved with Jewellery Maker this Halloween by entering our spooktacular competition. We want you to send in pictures of your Wirework pumpkin that has been inspired by guest designer Alison Tarry. Send your entries by October 30th to thehub@jewellerymaker.com. Entries will be shown on the Designer Inspiration Show on the 31st of October.
Jewellery Maker is your one-stop shop
for all your jewellery making needs.
Our mission is to provide you with the best quality products.
Value for money and excellent customer service.
Come and learn with us.
Tune in every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
I'm not eating chocolate. It's medicinal. It's for medicinal purposes. Ryan's got his camera hat on. Now this is interesting.
I mean business.
You mean business?
Yeah.
Do you only wear that hat when you're on cameras?
Yeah.
I think you should wear it all the time.
Well, if I was on cameras all the time, then I would, yeah.
It's amazing. Right. You are clearly very excited about today's show. We've had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of texts in to and for the lovely Rachel. You're very, very kind sending all those texts in, and it's just wonderful. Rachel's having a well-earned break at the moment. God love her. I don't know how on earth she managed to make so much jewellery in that short amount of time that we gave her. First deal. This is going to sell out in seconds, by the way, and I do mean seconds. Get on the phone lines now, because it's going to go, okay? Rachel Norris's Wirework Masterclass, The Beauty of Nature, edition 2, a step-by-step guide. This is a 3-disc set. This is like your bumper edition. This is like the DVD that all of Rachel Norris's groupies have. It's like the most, would you say, Ben has just, wow. Ben has just stuck his neck on the line. He says it's better than the Star Wars trilogy. Well, there you go. There you go. These are the pieces that you learned to make on this DVD. It's absolutely gorgeous, Rachel. This must have been a labour of love.
I wanted to put a bit of me down in case I got knocked down by a car. You know, so
Rachel, what a terrible thing to say. You can't say that. Well, I wanted to get it on DVD in case I get knocked down by a car.
Well, it's true. I did the same for my ultrasound. I wrote everything down in case, because there's so much here. I need to get it all out so I can move on to other things, and all these other things. I basically needed to get it all onto something so I can tell people how to make these pieces. And it continues on from the edition 1, which has all the floral pieces and the dragonflies in, and it continues on to start to make 3-dimensional pieces, but smaller pieces, because edition 1 was very sort of big opus pieces, and I wanted to make some smaller, more achievable pieces for people to wear as brooches. That was a childhood doodle I did as a child. I always wanted to fly away out of the classroom, that little bird you're holding at the moment, and so I transferred it into a little piece I could wear. So it's a feeling of freedom, that feeling of escape with that one. And then peacock. That's building up a 3D form.
Yes, you can see that there.
And you can make that's been squished in a box a little bit, but you can arrange those little tail feathers into whatever. You can spiral them round or do whatever you like with those. The leaf bracelet is sort of additional, we had some extra time to put on, so we put that on in that one. And then the butterfly necklace, you see the whole assembly of the necklace from start to finish. I wanted to get a gizmo piece in there, so you've got the plaiting and the formation of the sides, which you can also transfer to bracelets. The leaf formation transferred into a necklace, and the clasp as well, showing you a different clasp.
So you get to learn the entire thing.
The whole assembly of that.
That's fabulous. You get to learn the entirety of this necklace, right the way through to the clasp on the back, which is gorgeous. It's under £20 for a 3-disc edition DVD. This is your second kind of Rachel Norris DVD selection,
yes,
isn't it?
Because the third continues the techniques, the fishes and the the creatures of the sea.
Yeah.
And I'm starting. So I think it took so much out of me. I'm starting to think about the fourth now, what I can put on it. I've started working on one of the designs. It might take me a few months to do.
Yeah.
But I'm going to bring a fourth out. It'll probably end up being next year now, early next year.
Lovely.
Something like that. But it'll be a fourth one.
Quite seriously, if you are a wirework, if you are an aspiring wire worker, if you want your designs to be like Rachel Norris's, I think we all do pretty much. This is the DVD to get. This is the only Rachel Norris specific DVD that we've got on today's show. We've got more Jewellery Maker ones that have been filmed by Jewellery Maker. This is one that Rachel has arranged herself, and it's the only chance you're going to have to get this DVD on today's show, okay? Louise says, I have this DVD, it's brilliant, just get it.
Thank you.
And the great thing about these kind of DVDs is you get 3 DVDs worth of tutorials, which is days and days and days worth of kind of workshops worth of tutorial on these DVDs. We've got a FIFO review, which is great, fantastic DVD and super brilliant designer. Her work is out of this world, a perfectionist. Another FIFO review as well. Rachel Norris is a wonderful tutor and her descriptions are very easy to follow as well. You know, that is one of the great things about Rachel. She is you know, her kind of step-by-step processes, actually when you break them down, they are actually really, really simple and very easy to follow the way she describes them. So, fantastic DVD. We've got a lot of Rachel Norris fans watching on today's show. We've got a lot of people who only are interested in watching Rachel Norris on Jewellery Maker. So, you know, we're going to have a lot of people who are going to be getting this DVD and making it theirs today. Got 15 chances left. Once it's gone, it's gone. So we've got a little blurb a bit about Rachel on the back. A really fantastic quality DVD, this one, and like I say, you get 3 DVDs as well. Lovely pictures on there. Makes a fantastic gift as well. And don't think, you know, if this is the first time you've ever thought about venturing into wirework, or this is the first time you've ever watched Jewellery Maker today, yes, these designs look very intricate, they look very complicated. In actual fact, when you break them down and when you have Rachel as a tutor guiding you through each one of these stages, you know, the stages themselves are actually really nice and simple.
Break it down, you're exactly right. I break it down to try and make it achievable, to make it simple, to make it fun. I mean, the whole point of this is to, you know, not make life too awful, to enjoy yourself creating something. And you can be proud of yourself when you've finished it. And it doesn't matter if it's not perfect the first time, because the next time you do it, you'll get better and better and better. And
I think a lot of these designs, Rachel, on these DVDs, they really, you know, it's great to follow kind of the basics of the DVD, so the basic shape of say, the earrings that I'm going to be showing you in a moment. But really, the way that you finish these pieces, the gemstones you set with them, it really is up to you. It really is down to your own. It is down to your own taste. So these pieces will become yours. Absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that just stunning? Fantastic. So I've got some more DVDs for you here. So I take it you didn't like school, Rachel? Dreaming you were a bird so you could fly out the classroom. I hated school.
It was. It's no longer open. It's no longer there now.
Oh, really?
Bedford High School. It was a very good school.
Yeah.
Very good school. But you know, you want to be running around outside, don't you?
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely. I know exactly the feeling. Yeah.
We had a lovely art teacher who was called Rachel Norris, bizarrely.
Say again?
Yeah. My art teacher was called Rachel Norris because she was Mrs. Norris. And I eventually became Rachel Norris.
How bizarre!
Yeah.
What's that? Isn't that called a doppelganger or something?
And she was lovely. She was one that
people
kept
who
me
look
going.
like you. No, doppelgangers are people who look like you.
And my biology teacher was wonderful too.
I've never met another Carol Roache or Carol McGurk. Carol tends to be the kind of name that your auntie's called. You know, there are obviously people called Carol, but Carol, I've never met another Carol from my age group, from kind of my generation. It's always going to be someone, you know, someone's auntie.
Were you born near Christmas time for that?
No, but I'm named after my mum's best friend who was born on Boxing Day.
Oh, there we are. Yes.
There we go. Hey, whoa! Ben's ex-girlfriend was called Carol Ann. My middle name is Anne.
Oh.
Well, there you go. She was blonde. I'm not blonde though, but there we go. Fantastic. Anyway, Rachel Norris DVD duo here. Honestly, this is just lovely, lovely, lovely DVD quality here. These are your Jewellery Maker DVDs. The first one I'm going to show you, I've got 3 examples of the 3 styles of earrings that you get to learn on this DVD. Now, I remember launching this DVD with Rachel. She was on the Designer Inspiration show. We launched it actually at midday during the day show, and oh my goodness me, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you were there. This is an eagerly anticipated earring DVD. Making your own findings, because all of the pieces here Rachel has made, you get to learn how to make things like your own shepherd's hook earring findings on this DVD, which is wonderful and an invaluable way of utilising the DVD's time, because of course if you make these out of blue wire, or you make these out of pink wire, or you make these out of chartreuse coloured wire, you're going to need to make your own shepherd's hook findings as well, and it teaches you how to do that on the DVD. You learn how to make your Aztec, Art Deco and Aphrodite earrings on here. I can only dream of making earrings like this. I mean, this really is beautiful. Beautiful quality, beautiful design work. Absolutely wonderful. Do you start off with sketches, Rachel, when you make your pieces? Do you start off sketching a design?
The only one I did was the Aphrodite ones at the end on that side.
These ones?
Made it sort of, I sketched it out. Sometimes I do. With the other ones, they just like happened. Just like, I wanted to make almost like a moth, like sort of like an organic form for the arts and crafts type of.
Yes, absolutely.
And the Aztec one, just, you know, I just thought it was an arrowhead shape, and then it all came from there, really. Beautiful,
beautiful. I mean, you can clearly see the Aphrodite, the Art Deco, and the Aztec earring designs here. I think they're all equally as beautiful. Now, that's £6.95p. You're not just going to be getting this DVD, because I've got another DVD as well. This is a lovely, lovely DVD that Rachel filmed in collaboration with one of our other jewellery maker guest designers, who's also a wirework expert, the lovely Gemma Crow. You've got your introduction, you've got Rachel's heart pendant, Gemma's heart necklace, and Gemma's owl motif as well. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely collaboration. You've got 2 of our most long-standing guest designers on this DVD. It's fantastic. Again, with these DVDs, the great thing about these, you can pause them, fast forward them, rewind them. You can put your own finishing touches on them. You don't have to use pink and purple wire. You can use whatever colour wire you like on these. That's the great thing about these. So 2 lots of DVDs here, absolutely fantastic. And do you know what, if you're brand new to wirework, it might be worth getting these DVDs home, having a look at them, having a watch of them, seeing how accessible wirework actually is, and then maybe making the decision to come on some of our wirework workshops here at Jewellery Maker, at the Jewellery Maker Studios here in Redditch. Because they are fantastic. Here's a little excerpt from some of our the earring DVD. There you are. So you really get to grips with just how fantastically fun these earrings are to make. Beautiful. I've got people from all over the country getting involved here. I'm so excited for all of you. Margaret, Lisa, Manjit, Khan. I've got Pamela, anonymous in London, Andrea, Penny, anonymous in Glamorgan, Margaret, Sally, Arta, anonymous in Lancashire. People from all over the country getting involved. I've got a few people from the States as well getting involved. I'm so excited for you, because getting these DVDs home, it's the next step. And do you know what? When people start off making their own genuine gemstone pieces of jewellery, what's the next step? What do people move on to after they start making pieces of genuine gemstone jewellery? Well, we've done the research, and we quite often run polls on our Facebook page as well to see what people's favourite mediums are and what the kind of next medium stage is. The next medium almost always seems to be wirework. We've got lots of our guest designers who are wirework experts. We've also got other guest designers who aren't wirework experts, but they've started to do wire. Mark Smith, great example. He came onto Jewellery Maker specialising in beadwork. He now takes his own macrame workshops, and he now has branched out into doing really fantastic wire work as well, and he's learnt over the last few months. So you can do that. You can kind of learn along with our guest designers, and our guest designers watch these DVDs and learn from each other. As Rachel said, you know, you do carry on learning, you learn from each other. Fantastic DVDs here, wonderful. About 2 hours worth of tuition on there, which is wonderful. Fantastic. Right, next. Now, I have not seen these before. It's a double trouble. Right, I'm going to move Rachel's beautiful pieces here into my handbag. I'm joking. I wish. Honestly, I reckon she's got a metal detector. Absolutely. You become quite precious over your bits, don't you? Over your jewellery, sorry. Over your jewellery. You just, you know, you do. Ryan, are you precious over your camera hat?
I'm very precious.
I bet you are. Do you let anyone else wear the camera hat?
No.
All right. Just a question.
Don't think about it.
All right. Well, no, I don't want to wear the camera hat. No, it's fine. I'm not on camera. So I'm not going to wear the camera hat. Gee whiz. Sensitive. I know. I feel like I'm playing with fire. Can I open these? Can I open these? Coral, have you got a pair of scissors? Here's Coral. Hakuna Matata. That's what's on her t-shirt today. Do you know what? It means no worries for the rest of your days. Oh, it's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Have you been to see The Lion King, Coral?
Pardon?
Have you been to see The Lion King? I really want to go. Really want to go.
I've seen it twice.
You've seen it twice, Amelia? Aren't there only about 10 cast members and they all have to... They have like 30-second costume changes. I mean, it's bonkers. Phil said he'd only watch it if there were genuine lines involved. Yeah, mate, this is the kind of people I work. It's the kind of calibre of person I actually have to work with every day. Just be quiet. Right, okay, so double trouble deal here for your toggle clasps with cord endings. I haven't seen these before. On the picture, they look like they're really quite small. In actual fact, they look like they're kind of, I don't know, they look like they're reasonably small, don't they? Yeah? They look reasonably small. Oh my word, these are absolutely giganticus. Look at the size of those! Whopper chica. You can fit up to a 6.2 millimetre cord in here. That's a big width, isn't it? You can fit almost all of our cords into here. Whether it's going to be our leatherette or our suedette cord, or whether it's going to be our hemp cords, whether it's going to be a kumihimo weave, or it's going to be a macrame weave. I absolutely love these. Now these are silver plated. It doesn't say what they're plated, what the base metal is. I should imagine it's probably copper, but they're absolutely amazing. You're going to be getting 3 of these basically, which is an entire clasp. So one end and the other end. Okie dokie. One end and the other end. 3 of these in a pack, and you're getting 2 packs. So you're going to be getting 6 of your toggle clasps in total. Absolutely amazing, 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 amazing quality. And here's your price point. Amazing. £9.90. Whoa! What are you doing, Phil? What are you doing? £6.95, are you serious? Can we do this? I haven't seen these before. Oh my word. Everything, do you know, almost every single thing on the show today has been selling out. I'm not going to have anything to recap with at the end of the show. We've only got 100 of these. It's 30 of these in baskets at the minute. Please do check your baskets out as quickly as you can. Well done. We've got Louise and Essex who's come through to get 3 of these, as in 3 packs, as in 9 entire class. No, 6, 12, 18. She's going to get 18 of these. Anonymous in Yorkshire's coming to get 2 lots. Because don't forget, you're going to be getting 6 clasps in total because it's a double trouble deal. So £6.95 for 6 clasps. Honestly, I don't know if you've seen clasps like this in a pack of 3. So 3 clasps, yeah, for maybe, oh goodness, I don't know, £9.95. And still, I think that would be absolutely amazing. You're getting 6 of these clasps today for less than £7. They're going to sell out within the next few seconds. Well done. People come from all over the country getting involved. How wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done to every single one of you there. Brilliant. That's a definite double trouble deal, isn't it? Can I do the what? Oh, the connectors, yeah. They are going to go, aren't they? Goodness me. I keep feeling like I'm going to sneeze. Did anyone watch the dancing programme last night? Strictly Come Dancing with Donny Osmond. Donny Osmond was brilliant on it, actually. I'm not a big fan of Donny Osmond. He's got very big teeth, isn't he? But he was brilliant. He was awesome. And I didn't realise Scott Mills, you know, the Radio 1 DJ, is on the dancing show. He was hilarious. I hope he never gets voted off. In fact, I don't know who he got voted off. I went to bed last night at 8:30. About 45 minutes after Hattie went to bed, I was in bed. I wasn't feeling very well. Your girlfriend woke you up at what time? 8:30. 4:30 this morning, Ben says. Woken up by his girlfriend. How rude. She'd been out in Birmingham, had she? Was she drunk? Oh, she fell onto... Oh, see, that's like, you don't need that, do you? When you've got to go to work the next morning. When you've got to go to work the next morning, you don't need that. You don't need that. OK, these are already flying out the door. I did show you these a little bit earlier on in the show, so they are going to go. You're getting 10 in each of these, basically. I'll show you each one of these. OK, you're going to be getting 3 eyelets on either one of these clasps. You're going to be getting 10. Oh, look at that gorgeous 3-dimensional quality. Isn't that beautiful? 3 of these silver-plated copper ones. I beg your pardon. 10 of these silver-plated copper ones. 10 of these yellow gold-plated copper ones. And 10 of these rose gold-plated copper ones. OK? They're awesome, aren't they? They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, Rachel, I was talking to you about these near the beginning of the show. You're a fan of these, aren't you?
I think they're lovely. You can use them as earring drops, and I can't remember what you've actually said they could do. But
3 eyelets on there.
Again, the perfect as a central point to bring a chain down and then do of gemstones at a central point, and then you have your dangle from it. Absolutely perfect for that. Earrings, connectors. You can have connectors using 2 on one side with a little drop of something just acting as a little dangle.
Yeah, why not?
Within a necklace.
Yeah, lovely.
And they're beautiful.
They are.
Really pretty.
They are absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, you could
I love how reflective they are as well.
Bits of polymer clay in the middle of them. And
yeah, why not? That's a nice idea.
Wire wrap, but you can wire wrap gemstones around in the circle in the centre if you like. There's other things you can do with them as well.
I like the thought of putting polymer clay in them. I think that's a really nice idea, don't you? Right, £12.95p. They are going very, very quickly. I'll show you the entire tray of all of them because it's kind of difficult to get your head around 30 of these, 10 in each. 10 in your yellow gold plated copper, 10 in your rose gold plated copper, and 10 in your silver plated copper. £12.95p. Absolutely gorgeous. They are stunning, aren't they? Really, really beautiful quality there. For all 30 of your clasps, all 30 of your connectors. And as Rachel says, everything from a centrepiece to a necklace to earrings. You don't have to keep all the little eyelets on them. You can actually take them off. You can snip them off if you want to, and just have one as a pendant if you like, just using that eyelet there, and then take these 2 off the bottom. I just love how 3-dimensional they are. They almost look like they're made out of silver and bronze clay. They really do. They're so reflective, just gorgeous. And you could try embedding something into these or wire wrapping gemstones onto these. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Loads of you coming through for this. I've got a couple of you multi-buying as well. Quite seriously, today, all of our bundles are they're selling out. I've got very, very little left to recap at the end of the show. Because they are going so quickly, you need to check your baskets out even quicker today. We've got Rachel with us. We've got some really fantastic but very, very low quantity bundles as well. So it's really important that you do check your bundles out today. Absolutely gorgeous though, aren't they? 30 of your gorgeous class. Think about how long it would take you to make these out of polymer clay and then swelligate them to make them look like metal. You know, it's going to take you hours and hours and hours. We've done all that work for you, so all you need to do is just go, oh, they're lovely. Oh yeah, I'm going to put them in earrings, or I'm going to put them in a necklace. And what a lovely way to tie a suite of jewellery together, a bracelet, necklace, an earring set together, is by having these and using these gorgeous connectors. Lovely. I love the way you got all your precious metal colours as well, because they'd all go together. You can make like a lattice design. I'm just looking at all these together, overlapping. Gorgeous quality there. Well done. Lots of you still coming through for these. Well done. Still got people from all over the country getting involved. I'm absolutely over the moon for you today. I really am. Loving all these deals. They're just amazing, aren't they? I haven't seen anything like this before on JM. Well done, everyone. Excuse me. Sniff, sniff. Right, okay, what are we looking at first? In the next hour, after Rachel has wowed us and dazzled us and amazed us, she better do. No, she will do. We've got this coming up. An amazing 5-strand bundle. 5-strand bundle. 2 strands of seed beads in here. Gorgeous shell pearl. Oh, yummy, yummy, in my tummy. That's going to be coming your way. We've also got one of the largest strands of tiger's eye I've ever seen in a bundle. Look at this. Look at the size of these bad boys. Not made from real tigers. This is tiger's eye. It's a gemstone. Look at that. Absolutely gigantic tiger's eye bundle. Look at the size of those tiger's eye rectangles. They're amazing. We've also got An absolutely beautiful bundle of peridot, genuine natural peridot. Believe it or not, these 2 strands are going under a tenner. Genuine natural peridot. Absolutely gorgeous. And then, actually one of the only things we've actually got really nice big quantity of, we've got about 150 of these on today's show, but they're all going to go. Believe you and I, they're all going to go. Cappuccino agate. Love this strand. It's brand new. Isn't it gorgeous, Rachel?
Each one of them different. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
They're like the shells of, it's a bit like tortoiseshell, don't you think?
It's a gift for when you wire wrap to have such a beautiful stone popping through, because, you know, it's just lovely to work with.
Yeah. They are just gorgeous. These gorgeous cappuccino agates. Like I said, we've got about 150 of these. They're brand new. They are going to sell out on today's show. My goodness me, everything else has. Don't go anywhere though. We're going to be joining Rachel in just a few seconds. She's going to take us through her next incredible designer inspiration. We've got a gorgeous kit to go with it. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Make sure you check your baskets out, because these bits are going to be selling out so quickly.
It's the versatility. You can do anything with wirework. You can make very delicate pieces, you can make huge, great big structural pieces. You've got so many different gauges to use, and we've got the twisted wire, you've got all the colours in it. It is absolutely amazing. I mean, if you go on the website, the range of products you've got in the wire is phenomenal. You've got something for everything. So if you're doing very delicate jewellery, and you can make it so delicate with the 0.25 wires for wrapping, or you could do something like me with a big structural piece and you're using the 1.5 and the 1.25 wires for your frames, and then all the ranges in between. It's just, I enjoy it. I love it. It's fantastic. You can keep going forever. You can do whatever. There's nothing that you can imagine that you can't make out of wire. Not that I've found yet, anyway.
I've learned a lot of things on that break. I've learned that I can't eat one of the gorgeous cookies that Rachel Norris bought in a break that long. I've still got a bit left. Cherry and almond cookie, amazing.
They're nice, they're kind of chewy as well, lovely.
You need to get one.
I do.
We need to get Rachel some cookies. Give us some fuel. Rachel's going to be joining us. Can we bring Rachel a cookie out, please?
Yeah, cherry.
Can we? The cherry ones.
Just one.
Honestly, Ben is just wading his way through all of them. Okay, the first kit that we bought you, that we put together, sold out. We've got more of this kit available. Only 64, and again, it's going to sell out.
Thank you.
You're getting even more gemstone carat weight in this kit. It is absolutely beautiful. What I love so much about it is the range of sizes, the range of qualities that you're going to be getting here, and the cabochons. Oh my goodness me, they're just gorgeous. Did you want to see the jewellery, sorry? Of course you do. Have a look at the jewellery that Rachel has made from this incredible kit. It is just out of this world. Out of this world.
I want to make a stack of anger.
My goodness me.
I can't see the dragonfly.
It's beautiful.
Like that. Yeah.
There's a little dragonfly on top as well. I mean, it's just absolutely astonishing jewellery, as ever. Absolutely gorgeous. Shall I show you what's in it? So Rachel can have a cookie. Okay, so you've got beautiful frosted agate rounds. I'm a huge fan of frosted gemstones. I think frosted gemstones give you a subtle quality that is so attractive. It's soft, it's delicate, just so beautiful. These are your gorgeous white druzy agate crested rounds, 10mm rounds, absolutely wonderful. They're like moonbeams. And because they don't have that really strong, shiny, highly polished luster, they're going to give you a very, very different kind of look to the next strand. Have a look at this. White howlite, top drilled coins. Highly polished, so you get that wonderful shiny luster from these gems. These, like I say, are top drilled coins. We've only recently, over the last 12 months or so, started to bring you top drilled coins as opposed to coins which are drilled through the centre part of the gemstone. What this allows you to do is to make dangles and tassels, and these gemstones hang a little bit when you use them in necklaces and bracelets as well. They give that gorgeous zigzag quality as well when they're on the strands. You really get a sense of why we've top drilled these, don't you? They're just lovely. Okay. Next gemstone strand. Pyrite centre drilled rounds. They are so shiny, they are so lusterful, absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous quality. There's 6mm rounds that you've got going on here, just lovely. And I've got another strand of pyrite here as well. These are pyrite faceted drums, absolutely wonderful quality again. Lots of gorgeous luster, lots of metallic quality there. They're really wonderful, aren't they? You're also going to be getting wire. Let me show you the wire. 10 meters of your 0.4mm gauge silver coloured copper wire. 10 meters of your 0.8mm gauge silver coloured copper wire. 10 meters of your 0.6mm gauge silver plated copper super soft wire. This is absolutely delicious stuff. And 10 meters of your 1mm gauge silver coloured copper wire. It's great, isn't it? Now, if I tell you at the minute, over a third of the stock has been allocated, we've got less than 50 chances left, okay? You can kind of understand why people are coming through on the phones and the web to get this, can't you? Okay. Wait until you see the price, because the price of this incredible collection of gemstones and wire is absolutely out of this world. Can we have a look at the price, please, Phil? Sure? Sure? Should be £45. Today, this is your deal. Have a look at this. Have a look at your price point today. Absolutely astonishing. You're going to be getting your beautiful howlite, you're going to be getting your white druzy, you're going to be getting your pyrite, you're going to be getting your meters and meters and meters of wire, your 40 meters of wire, £26.95. Do you know what else you're going to be getting? 2 cabochons as well. Oh my goodness me! You've got your cabochons as well. You've got your beautiful white magnesite oval and pear drop cabochons as well. So 40 meters of wire, 2 cabochons, white howlite, 2 strands of pyrite, and your white druzy as well. Incredible quality, and that is all for less than £30. This is going to sell out within the next few moments. It really, really is. And wait until you see up close the designs that Rachel has made. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. Judith from the West Midlands says, wow, wow, wow. Can't wait. Rachel, you are just amazing. And that's from Judith. There's a lot of love for you today, Rachel. There's a lot of love.
Thank you. It does help, actually. It really does help.
I bet it does.
It does.
You get very nervous, don't you?
We always do, because you just want to get it right for everybody.
I know you do,
because, you know, I've made it, you can see I can do them because I made them at home. I haven't got someone else to make them, but when you, some little elves, you know.
Yes, I know, yes.
When you've got to do it on air and you've got to do it properly, I mean, you just want to do it right.
Of course you do.
There, so I went back to my roots and
goodness me,
did lots of Gizmo textures, basically, just to show you, again, long Gizmo coils, what you can do. All these textures and things like that are achieved with the longer coils. Of course, you can create them with the shorter coils, but you don't get the sustained length and effects that you can create with this. That's coils made with that big long length of the tiny. I've lost the little, the very small. It's disappeared somewhere.
That's okay.
The very thin one. Yes, coiled all the way around in between. some normal coils to create that sort of a frothy texture.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to break up the standard Gizmo coil feeling to give it a bit more texture.
And that's exactly what it is. It is frothy. It looks frothy.
Again, these bangles can be layered, so make 3 bangles,
that's nice,
and layer them up to wear them like that. You know, and I designed them so you could actually sort of wear them as a layered effect.
Absolutely, wear them as a big cuff.
Yes. So don't just make one bangle, make 3 and layer them up, because it's great fun to wear. This, one of the pieces I made as an experimental piece so that I can actually go on to the next. I usually try and do a piece that maybe I can work on to bring on to the next DI show. So I want to try and see if I can make a little Chinese dragon, perhaps. So I'm going to develop that little face and make it into something for a future DI show.
That would just be
with some
incredible.
dragon-like colours and things like that. So that's, I thought, I'll have a go and see if I can make that work, and that did. So I'll develop a little bit more for that.
Can't wait to see that. That's just going to be wonderful. Watch this space. You've then made this beautiful...
I nicked some of the quartzite from the other bundle to make the eyes and to show you how lovely the 2 bundles can work together with the pinks against the hematites.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorry, the pyrite.
The pyrite, yes.
And the pink and the pyrite work really well together, as the greys and pinks work very well. So if you do combine the bundles and you bought the first one, you can use some of that pink in.
Why not?
Next to this piece.
It is this piece that we're going to be seeing. Oh, sorry, darling.
Yes,
it is this piece that we're going to be seeing the main bulk of the demo on. This is, on first glance, I think actually it's only when you get really close into this you actually see how intricate this is. Are these all separate sections which you just join together?
Yes, and actually at the end I wanted to make them into like little creatures, and in fact actually they look like little pugs faces.
Yeah.
So if anybody likes little pug faces, that's in each link, and you can make, the link was just random, it randomly formed itself. I just wanted to be able to find some way of getting that top drilled gemstone, which actually incidentally can make really nice flower petals because they're top drilled.
Yes, I bet.
Actually make them into these flower petals as well, which I didn't do this time around, but I could have done. But I wanted to be able to set it so it didn't swing around into a proper piece of a component. So if we've got time, we'll show you how to make that component. Obviously, we've got to concentrate on
Gorgeous.
I have got it all set up if we have got time to actually talk through it at least.
I just need to confirm something quickly. The super soft wire, the 0.6mm gauge wire, which is 0.6mm gauge, that is silver plated. I believe all the other wire is silver coloured. Am I right in saying that? Is it all silver plated? I think it's all silver plated copper wire that you're going to be getting as part of this kit today, so really, really special. Fantastic. Okay, Rachel, let's get going, shall we?
First of all, I wanted to show you how to join 2 cabochons together.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's quite nice. I did make a sort of prototype piece in my last DI, so again I've followed it through.
Lovely.
So that you can use these ovals and teardrops together. And what I've done first of all is just literally place the pendant, place the 2 cabochons on a piece of paper, and I drew round it because I'm just leaving about 1mm. Can you see 1mm or 2 rounds?
Yeah. The
2 cabochons, and I placed it so I thought that's how they'll sit nicely together. And then you can use that as your template to make your wire shapes.
Fantastic.
Just much easier than trying to make them round the cabochons themselves. It'd just be too difficult. So draw around it and take it away. And what I've done is just draw some inner lines for the inner shapes, so that and you work to one side so that you know that it's symmetrical. So even if you've drawn it not quite right, if you just work to one side and flip it over, you can.
Then it will be.
It will be.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I did. So I made some shapes. I'm just going to show you maybe how to make one of them to start with. So I made a shape that fitted onto that. Can you see how like that does?
Yeah, lovely.
And then I made some shapes that gradually go smaller and smaller. And I've used probably about 45 centimetres of wire for each piece, something like that. I've made one that fits inside and just on the bottom part of the teardrop. I've not worked on the top bit, because if you shape it too soon, too early, and you get the shape wrong, you've got no room for adjustment. So I've only formed the bottom part of the teardrop, and I formed this shape that goes inside it, and then the shape that goes inside it. So we're basically doing 4 layers, slightly going inner and inner, like a little lemon, getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, lovely.
Only because it's such a deep cabochon. I mean, you can, with a shallow, smaller piece, you might be able to get away with 3. I thought 4, and you've got plenty of scope, lots of wire ends and things to do.
Yeah, lovely.
With that. So, taking that piece of paper away, I might just quickly show you how to form one of the shapes, just so that you've got that.
You can actually see the wire layered on top of each other in the final piece. Actually, you can see that kind of layered effect. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous.
And that is one of the nicest. I mean, there's so many ways to set a cabochon. I mean, you've seen Laura. You've seen amazing, all these different ways of setting cabochons. And this is really great because it's got plenty of gaps you can add bits to, so you can embellish it. And if you get it slightly wrong, I'm going to show you ways of getting around it and adapting it and coping with it.
Brilliant.
It was quite good working through this one, because to actually say, oh well, actually if you don't get it right, I'm trying to show you ways of getting it right.
Yeah, little tricks.
So I've done this without really talking to you about it. What I've done is clamped a little point using the chain nose pliers, and these are beautiful chain nose pliers that stock here. They've got excellent closure, a really small little grip, and they're great. Because at the moment I've really hurt my wrist. You probably noticed I've got some really nice reaction here. I've got hurt my tendons, put a strapping on, and I reacted to the bandage badly, so I can't put anything on it. So forgive me for the horrible scabby wrist
thing.
I've got.
Well, forgive you. That's all right, lovey.
So it looked pretty gruesome. If anyone's noticed, I'm sorry.
Don't.
So I put the point of wire with my finger on. I'm literally just bending it around my fingers.
Lovely.
And then just placing the pliers to form the bend. It's so easy. Place the fingers up there and you form the shape there. And using that template is so easy. Again, if you want to do that similar thing for the flower, print it out, use it as a template.
Yes, of course.
Much, much easier.
Yes.
I would tentatively are going to bend up very small amount for the bail, but I'm not going to do too sharp a bend, because in case I've got it wrong, I can adjust it later on.
Yeah, okay, lovely.
Turn it over and do the same for the other side. Bend it round, pop the pliers in.
Because you're doing what you said you were going to do, which is to flip it over, so at least you know if you haven't drawn it symmetrically, that it will at least be symmetrical because you've used the same side.
Exactly, use one side of it.
Lovely.
And then pliers in, and then just pop that up, and I can adjust that later on. That's not too prescriptive. And there you've got the teardrop shape, and I've made a better job of that slightly than the other side. But still then, take a bit of time. That's not quite symmetrical. Spend a bit of time making sure that's symmetrical, okay, so that the bend is just looking nice, if you can. Okay, so spend a bit of time doing that. So I'm going to put that away because that's not quite symmetrical, but you can see the point that I'm making.
Yes, absolutely.
And what I have done is actually just bound it with a bit of scrap wire at the top, so I can work it and it will keep its shape.
So is it just a temporary bit of wire?
Temporary bit of wire. If you want to work hard on it at this stage, hammer and steel block and gently hammer it. I'm not going to flatten it too much, just gently hammer it round to work hard on this piece, so you've got a really good frame of structure. I mean, just little taps. Okay. And so that steel block is essential if you've got it. If you haven't got one, get one from here, but the postage is minimal and you've got it.
Yeah, we do have that coming up actually.
Brilliant. Do you want to, shall we?
Yeah, I can do. Rachel has used many Wirework tools to create all of her pieces today. What we've done, well, what Phil has done, is put together like the ultimate Wirework plier bundle. There's loads and loads of pliers in this bundle. You've got your comfort grip chain nose pliers, so they're going to have a nice big wide grip on them, so if you do have dexterity issues and any kind of arthritic pains or problems in your hands, these are going to be nice and easy to use. So these are your comfort grip chain nose pliers. You use these a lot, don't you, Rachel?
All the tools I use the most, obviously the chain nose pliers, round nose pliers and cutters. I usually use flush cutter pliers, but those are excellent starting pliers.
The side cutters.
They do cut pretty well. But if you can invest in flush cutters as well, get them because obviously they'll cut beautifully.
Yes.
But those are everyday cutting workhorse cutters. Brilliant.
Yeah.
All those pieces, flat nose, great for making really great spirals because you're encompassing a larger surface of the spiral, less light to mark it.
Yeah.
Those are brilliant.
Yeah. You've got, as part of this deal today,
as well, because of not to mark the wire.
The nylon jewel ones,
yes.
yeah.
And for straightening kink wire.
Of course, yes. Rachel's referring to the nylon jewel pliers, which are part of this deal today. So you've got, these are like essential wire work pliers. You've got your nylon jewel pliers, you've got your comfort grip side cutters, you've got your chain nose pliers, which I know Rachel uses an awful lot. You've also got your comfort grip chain nose pliers, which are right here. And you've also got your flat nose pliers, which are right here as well. Now, altogether, this is 5, is that 5? Yeah, 5 pairs of pliers, okay? The kind of prices that you might see elsewhere for each of these kind of pairs of pliers individually, the kind of prices you might see in your local craft shop or, I don't know, your local garden centre if they've got a little hobby section, you might be looking to pay, you know, sometimes between £10 and £15 per tool. You know, I think that's pretty much fair enough, really. But here at Jewellery Maker, because we don't just order 50 pairs of these, we order 200 or 300 or 500 pairs of these, we can bring you price points like this. £15 for 5 pairs of pliers. I don't know anywhere in the world that can come close to this kind of a price point when we're talking about quality, when we're talking about longevity, when we're talking about these being built for purpose. I can't think of anywhere that can come close to us. Honestly, I think that's absolutely amazing. So you've got your chain nose pliers, your side cutter pliers with your comfort grip. You've got your chain nose pliers with your comfort grip. You've got your flat nose pliers, you've got your nylon jaw pliers with the comfort grip, and you've also got your the side cutter pliers. I've got the comfort grip as well. So absolutely fantastic pliers here. 5 absolute essential wire work pliers for less than £15. The only other pair of pliers I would probably add to this are probably the flush cutters.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I'd probably add the flush cutters.
And you've got a complete set of tools. I mean, you've got more than enough to do everything you need.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Yeah. And with the nylon jaw pliers, of course, as Rachel was saying, you're not going to mark the wire, you're not going to risk marking wires. Also, if you want to straighten out kinked pieces of wire, you can do it with your nylon jaw pliers as well. I'll just bring you very quickly another deal, and then we can give Rachel a clear run. And we can just say go, like a spinning top, she's off. So you've got your metal block, which Rachel just showed us how to use it. I mean, this is seriously heavy. Only 40 of this bundle available. This is a seriously heavy piece of metal. You don't really need to see it, to be fair, but I'll get it out.
Well, you didn't see mine. Have a look at mine. Mine's obviously been used a little bit, and yours will arrive all pristine and beautifully wrapped. And it provides a beautiful flat surface to actually hammer against.
Hammer directly onto,
and you can get some beautiful textures with it.
Have you used the rubber block, Rachel?
Yes, again, it's like a sort of rubber hammer. You can basically hammer over larger cross pieces of wire, over larger surfaces without distorting or flattening the wire. Because what last thing you want sometimes actually you just want to work hard without distorting the flat.
Yes.
You don't want a flattened surface. You just want to work hard on the frame. And it's also good for if you've got working with silver clay. You can work your silver clay pieces against that because the steel one will sometimes shatter. The pieces will shatter, and you can work against. Some people work against.
So the rubber block kind of absorbs a lot of the impacts when you hammer it. That's good to know. It's really good to know. I wasn't aware that it kind of prevented the wire from becoming distorted. That's a really, really fantastic point to make, actually. You're also going to be getting your interchangeable head hammer. Now, you've got 5 interchangeable heads here. Absolutely fantastic. Now, Rachel, you've got your kind of rubber end on here. You've also got slightly domed ends as well.
And you've got some of the doming blocks, and you can make stippled surfaces. You work with the doming blocks a bit more with those. I haven't actually got that hammer, so
you can make it. Well, you can basically get a wonderful texture alongside using these gorgeous interchangeable head hammerhead.
You've got points on as well.
Yeah,
chiselly.
You've got 2 of your domes because one of the domes is already on the hammer. I'll just show you that very quickly.
Yes.
And you got your weight on the end here as well, which is really important because it is a weight hammer. So you've got your dome there. I've got another dome here, which is slightly different, as you can see. One's like a doorknob, the other one's a little bit more domey. Just pop that one down there. You've got your kind of rubberized one here. Okay, so that's going to help prevent any kind of marking on your wire. You've got your flat head there, and then you've got this one as well.
Lovely chisely textures.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Some, you
can create some beautiful
sharp lines and textures on your copper sheeting, and against your silver wire you can create a really lovely bamboo-like texture, you know.
Absolutely, yes. So you've got your interchangeable head hammer, you've got your rubber bench block, and you've also got your metal block, all for less than £10. Absolutely fantastic. So great if you want to work hard, and great if you want to get texture onto your wire or onto any of your metal pieces as well. So £9.95, well done. Fantastic, go for it, Rachel.
Right, I'm going to start using far shorter wire than I need. You really, again, need about 2 metres of wire because I'm going to, if worst comes to worst, if you do run out, you can add in, but it's really awkward to add in on this route here. You can add in here when you reach this point, but you need enough to get yourself that's along both sides of the lower part of the teardrop. So I would err on the side of caution, go for 2 metres and see how you go. And you can, you know, it doesn't matter if you use too much, to be honest, than too little, definitely not too little. So starting with the largest of your shapes, which I've temporarily bound together with some scrap wire, I'm going to wrap round three times at the base of the tip.
Lovely.
And I've got this now ready to work up with. If you find this difficult, do 2 wraps either side of the tip. But I have kept it to the tip only because I want to. It's easier for me to create this formation. I felt it was easier for me anyway. Next, bring in the next size shape and start to build up the wraps. So again, carefully holding them in place. This bit will be this part of it will be awkward because things will flop around and move about. But as you bind in, it'll start to hold itself together. It's much easier to work with it. 3 times round this next frame, and then what I've done then is flip the frame over because it's actually easier to work from the other side rather than just to pull your hands around and make it awkward.
Yeah.
And then just do 3 wraps around this second, the other side. And what I do is I find it easier to work up one side. Once we've got this first row in, then I work up one side, then I worked up the other. Flipping backwards. This stage, the weave is going to move around. It'll be a little bit awkward. Do not worry.
All these wires, though, isn't it?
Do not worry. It'll all sort itself out in the end.
It'll all come out in the wash, as my mother always says.
So the next row goes in, and then I'm bringing you see I'm just holding a little gap in between. I'm not actually binding it very, very closely. I actually want there to be a tiny little gap in between all these frame wires because number one, I want to be able to push them upwards to form a sort of a wall or a bezel setting around the gemstone, and I want there to be gaps so I can put wires through and add bits in later on. So I don't want them really, really bound closely together. Flip over and bind up the other side. So just find a little space and insert that wire through. I'll show you the finished setting in a minute so you can see what I mean. I'll just cut that off because I've got entangled it. Oops. You don't do that in real life.
Don't throw your tools around like Rachel has.
And 1, 2, 3, and I'm doing 3 because actually it's such a strong structural binding weave. 2 is never enough, 1 definitely. You know, for me, when you're doing something like this, the 3 brings it, it just completely binds it and it becomes a really, really strong and solid formation. Flip it back. You can see actually it's now starting, it's not too bad, I can almost, it's already bound quite sturdily.
Yeah, lovely.
Then bring that last leaf in, leaf shape in.
Oh yes, there's one more.
See, I know the cameraman's going, oh, I can't focus on that, sorry about this. Now I'll try and keep myself still. and then the last leaf formation comes in, and once you've done that, you can actually start zigzagging back again towards the side. So again, one, it's a bit easier to catch the wire around the sides of this one, and then work your way back, do the same on the other side, then work your way back down, doing the zigzaggy weave.
Yeah, lovely.
Just to establish this setting, and you do it all the way round until you reach the other side, reach the top of this side of the teardrop, and I'll show you in a minute what I mean. Yes, it's better to show it on the finished bezel, the sort of manipulation that you do.
Yeah.
As you go, just make sure you push those formations together with your pliers, so they don't look too raggedy.
Yeah.
So you can squeeze together little areas with your pliers, push down with your fingers, and also the actual eventual setting you'll want to have is a setting that fits like that rather than flat. So you want to be able to push it up with your fingers as you go. So working like this as you go round is quite a good way of doing it. So from here, I'll hold it like that, and then work down the weave back and zigzag all the way along to the top.
So I suppose it's quite important to keep a little bit of flexibility in the weave that you do, not to do it too tightly, otherwise you won't be able to have that movement in it.
This is what I've ended up with at the end. Oh
wow, it's just beautiful.
Okay. So I'm going to, as long as you've got the gist of that, 3 wraps round and then zigzag up and down. I'll show you a little bit more of that. So,
perfect.
What would you like to do?
I don't know, but I've got this bundle here with the wax Wycone. I was just going to see if we have any samples with the wax Wycone used in it, because that would be really useful to see.
Yes.
You've got
this.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. That one.
One she whipped up earlier on.
There. I can't think. I don't know if yes, I might have some others. Sorry, just to go away.
That's all right, lovely. Don't worry about it. We've got. There is an ingenious way of finishing off your pieces using something called the wax Wycone. It's a really, really lovely, lovely tool. You are
just showing it as well. But I mean, just basically showing the faster, smaller, faster one, and then that's the main one. But you know, those are the pieces.
So we've only got about 40 of this bundle available. You can see the wax Wycone being used here. What did you use there?
A big long one. The big long. There's 3. Basically, that's the 3 different sizes of the Wycone. I was doing a piece as an example for that.
Yeah. Fantastic. So
put that way.
On this, thank you, Rachel.
That's a great pleasure.
With this one here, you've got the mini Wycone. You've got the mini Wycone,
which produces one like that.
Yeah, lovely.
One like that,
which is like that one there. And you basically get your wire, pop it through the top of the Wycone, through the hole, which helps to anchor the wire, and then you literally just turn the Wycone and your wire just wraps around it and creates this beautiful cord end. It's great if you want to use it with macrame or kumihimo. It's fantastic as well in your wirework pieces as well. It gives you a lovely end. And you've also got your nylon jaw pliers as well. Now these ones are the lighter weight ones. Again, being able to use it with your wire so it doesn't mark your wire, it doesn't alter the coating on any of your wire as well. And it really helps you do things like make flat spirals and things like that on your wirework piece, and it's not going to alter the quality of the wire at all. And it's $9.95 for both tools today. Fantastic. Right, so keep on coming in for those. Brilliant. Thanks for that, Rachel. That was lovely. Awesome. Awesome tool bundle there. Right, moving on.
You've finished the lower part of your bezel setting. Every so often, just fit it to your stone and check it fits. Now this is a really lovely padded surface. The last thing you want to do is try and fit it onto a hard surface, because you don't know if your stone might fracture, so you've got to be really careful. This is a bead mat. If you can get one of these, we sell it.
The sticky bead mats.
These are lovely and soft and squidgy, and you can put the stone on. It's not going to slip anywhere, because last thing you want again is to work over a hard tile surface. It slips off and you've cracked it. So this is wonderful. If you do have this, please get one of those, or
on our website.
And basically fit this around the stone. Now there's several ways, there's several sort of areas that you can run into problems when you're doing a bezel setting. If you get this bezel setting not quite right here, and you're fitting and it's a bit loose.
Lovely.
I'm going to show you a way of just adding in something as a detail to the front, which will help you secure the gemstone in place.
Oh, right, okay.
So, you know, most of the time your setting will be strong enough and secure enough, so press it down with your fingers so that it will. But if you haven't got that quite right, this is a great way. You can put a piece of wire here and attach it, and it will just help secure that stone in place and stop it falling out at the front. The last thing you want is the stone. I mean, this, you can see it's pretty secure.
Yeah, it is.
But in some cases you feel that it can actually move forward, and it will just prevent it.
It acts as like a prong, doesn't it, to kind of keep it in there?
Yes, it does.
As a lovely design feature
as a design feature. Now here, what you can see that I've started to do is start to shape the top. Again, I've placed it over the drawing and started to shape. Can you see what I've done? Difficult to show you. Yes, I pulled the wire in a little bit. The first one here, I'm going to put it out of the way. We're going to work with that and add a detail to the top of the setting. So I'll bend that down with my fingers. The second wire I've pulled in and made a little kink in it to bring this down. Now, there are several ways that you can bring I've made in this particular pendant, the oval and the teardrop are quite spaced away from each other. Yeah. And the tighter this angle is, if I could make this bezel, this setting a lot closer by making this angle steeper and tighter. But with new wire workers, sometimes you can fracture the wire if you're making a really tight kink here. I just want to make it easy, so you're not going to have all the effort making this piece and then fracture the wire here by trying to make too tight a kink. As you get more experience in moving the wire, don't move the wire too quickly, move it slowly, don't overwork it. So you've made one kink, don't try and do it again because the wire will fracture. And make a tight, sharp kink, and you can bring this setting even closer if you like. Yeah, lovely. But I've not tried to make it easier for people who are just starting out, not to sort of worry.
Thank you for that.
Okay, because you can with these bends, you can, if you do it too tightly, ruin it.
And as you say, once you're kind of almost halfway through the design, it's such a shame.
Soul destroying.
Such a shame. Yeah.
So I'm just going to take some 0.4mm wire and just start to fix this piece in place. You can see what we can do. Just take a sort of 20 centimetre length of wire and take the stone away. So I've checked that fits quite well. So that I'm quite happy with that has fitted. So I don't need to do any more work to that. I've slightly bent these wires into shape, and I want to now add a centre piece. What I've done is make a little wiggly shape with wire. Do you need me to show you that, or are you okay with that?
I think we're okay with it. We can see how it's
I just made a little wiggly wire with the round nose pliers and chain nose pliers into little M with really long sides, probably about 4 centimetres long. Yeah. So to attach it in, the reason why I've got the wire right at the end here, I've wrapped the wire around right at the point, is because I want to be able to thread some wire in through and start to attach this invisibly. Lovely. So I'm threading some wire through that central point, and that'll be fairly invisible now, set inside. This is where I get hot. Right. And then, hot mama, I'm afraid. It's the time of life. And then too much detail. And then what I do is hold that with my fingers and just start. In fact, what I'm going to do is take that out so you can see what I'm doing, and then work. If it's easier to work from the back, and thread that back through this central portion. Use the pliers if you feel that you can't get in those spaces. Don't quite pull it tight into loop. Bring that back. Back up.
Lovely. You can see why you need those little gaps.
Those little gaps are vital. Sorry, my hands are slipping around a bit.
That's
Bear with me,
don't worry, Rachel.
And then again, you can see the fingers don't. If you feel like you are having problems, just use the pliers to actually help grab the ends of your wire. This is just how I can possibly get it. Could I get it not more wrong than this?
Rachel, you're doing absolutely brilliantly. Especially in the studio.
It's like comedy moments, and it's like there's some inner subconscious self going, make a mess, make it really make a mess of this. So then what I do is thread this through. No. I know. What does it? Why does that person do it? There's the inner self laughing away.
Oh, Rachel.
And then thread that
doing
through
brilliantly. Come on.
Hold a finger and thumb, and then use the pliers just to cinch that into place, like that, and like that. There, you pulled it into place.
Gorgeous.
You need to do this 3 times around here, then continue up the side. And what I'm going to do, actually,
go for it,
is make a cowl, which I should have done before I started. You sound dreadful. Because of course you make these things at home, and I forgot that you should just do a little cowl.
That's okay.
Okay, and then you wind up that little cowl. Do that out of the way.
Whilst Rachel's doing her curls, let me show you this wire bundle here. We've got 2 wire bundles to bring you. The first one is 10 metres of 1.5mm gauge gold coloured copper wire, and 10 metres of 1.5mm gauge antique bronze coloured copper wire. Now these are your thickest gauges of wire that we can offer you here on Jewellery Maker. As far as I'm aware, the 1.5mm gauge is absolutely 100% the thickest gauge of wire we can offer you. You can make pretty much all of your frameworks with your 1.5mm gauge wire, your big torque style necklaces, bangles, headbands, tiaras. It is absolutely wonderful wire, and even though it is very, very thick, you will find that it is still extremely pliable. It's still really, really versatile as well. I'll just see if I can get this off the spool so you can see. And the more you work with it, the softer the wire will become as well, so you'll make it nice and malleable the more it runs through your hands. It really is the most fantastic quality wire you're going to be getting here. So 10 metres in your antique bronze, 10 metres in your gold coloured. A fantastic deal for you today for your 20 metres of wire. We've only got 31 chances available in the building. Once it's gone, it's gone. A lot of these wire bundles today, they are selling so quickly, obviously, because we've got Rachel on the show. We've got lots of people being inspired by these incredible designs. £12.95p, amazing. Now, your 1.5mm gauge wires, Rachel, you haven't got any in your kits today, but they are really beautifully...
I used it on this piece. I think, yes, that's 1.5. That either is 1.25 or 1.5. It's a really excellent frame wire. You don't have to do much to it. Again, I bound wire over it, but it's excellent as a frame wire there.
Yeah,
that's the larger
it really is a wonderful wire, isn't it? And even though it's got that strength and it's got that rigidity, it's still nice and pliable to work with, isn't it?
Yes, it's beautifully soft, and so only once you've hardened it with hammering, it will be beautifully rigid and firm. But don't worry about using it if you're worried about sort of using wire like that. Have a go with it and just see if you can warm the wire with your fingers and it'll work better for you. Now, the reason why it didn't work first time is that I forgot to tell you, you've actually got to bind up the tip a little bit. That's why it didn't work, and then catch and cinch this in. You see what then it will balance out better.
Yes.
So once you've done that, wrap up the side and then bind around a space in the side of the wrap it around here and bind it around a space here.
Yes.
Very similar to the sort of techniques I was using in the first pendant.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
So I'm going to leave that for a minute, and then we're just going to attach something to the another detail to the front of this pendant here at the top. So I'm just going to take that away because it's just in the way at the minute to bind, because actually you just imagine I've actually just put it on.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just going to take that away. It might not let me do that.
Just to make it a bit clearer for everybody, Rachel's just going to take the bottom part off.
Yes, because otherwise it's flapping around and not helping you understand what's going on. We need to now attach a piece to the top of the pendant. I've bent these 2 top wires round as much as I can, just to leave a space here. Now, if you're not happy about doing that, just make a little curl and use these piece of wire here to bind together here. But I've done a detail here to hide the mechanics, to add a bit of mystery to the piece.
Yeah, lovely.
And to add a bit of detail, and then you're not having, if you've got any messy wire work, you're hiding it. So what I've done is made a little circle in the wire, just a little bit in a length of about 10 centimetres of wire that fits a little bit bigger than one of the 6mm. Is it 6mm?
Yes, they are 6mm.
6mm beads. A little bit bigger like that, about 1 millimetre or 2 round the side of it, okay, so that you'll be able to do some wire wrapping onto it. I've then made a kink in the wire.
Lovely.
And then, you see the subconscious self is having a laugh at me now. And then there, so that I've made a sharp kink so it looks like that, with about 1, 2, 3 to 4 centimetres either side. Then what I've done is curled the end.
Cute.
And made sure that this area fits into this space like so.
Yeah, lovely.
I want the junction at the same junction as here, and the beads at the same point there. Now I wonder if have I been sensible and worked out what to do.
So you can see this finished part on the pendant here actually.
The
bit that Rachel's forming now, you can see this bit coming together here.
Yes.
Lovely.
Now I'll start the binding process in, just to talk you through it. Taking about a 20 to 30 centimetre of wire, halfway along, make a little pinch in the wire, and let me just remember what I did. Yes, I'm not doing anything at the moment to attach it to anything at all. I'm just literally just wrapping the wire around the top of this piece of little curly frame wire. Bring it up, and I've done 3 wraps around the top here to cinch it together. These are all similar to, you've seen I've used very similar techniques throughout all the pieces, because we're doing the same technique as we were doing to make the little leaves in the other necklace, in the first necklace when we were adding leaf beads on. This is a very similar technique, we're just using it just to make a different formation. Threading a little 6mm bead on. Okay, spreading the wire to either side in exactly the same way as we made that leaf in the other necklace, and then start to bind around this part of the formation. I'm going to carry on binding round because I didn't actually make this up as a ready piece.
That's okay.
If you want to bring something to air, I'm just going to take it round.
First of all, I'd like to say a happy birthday to William. Happy 6th birthday to William today. Christine, who I assume is William's mother, has texted in saying, can you wish a happy birthday to William?
Oh, happy
Mum, would you like to say happy
birthday.
birthday? Oh, that's nice.
Hope you've got lots of lovely presents and you're having a lovely party.
Yeah. Cake.
Yeah.
Cake and toys.
Excellent, that's all you want. Well, that's all you want.
Jennifer from the West Midlands says, Rachel is not only gifted, she is willing to enable and to share her talent with us. This is a precious thing and I love her for it. That's Jenny from, that's Jenny Whitehouse. Isn't that lovely?
Jenny, I love you too, and you've always said such lovely things about my designs. You're a darling, thank you very much. Thank you.
No, nice.
And she's also puts poetry down, so she'll quote a line of poetry and things like that. It's lovely.
Oh, Jenny, what a lovely thing to do.
Yes.
Sarah in Cheshire says, I know you'll be intruded with messages. Sorry, intruded? Inundated. Stop intruding. Inundated with messages. But just wanted to say that Rachel does, what Rachel does is real art. Well-deserved place at the V&A. So beautiful. Of course. That beautiful, was it the gecko piece? It was at the V&A Museum.
There's another lovely news.
Yeah, go on.
In the Wirework magazine in the US are going to feature a couple of my pieces, and also a dear friend of mine, Nicola Beer, is actually having some of her pieces featured in there. I don't want to spill the beans too much because she's worried that it might not happen, but they've asked her, so, and it's well deserved.
Oh, how fabulous.
She's a wonderful artist as well. So, that's a bit arrogant.
Fabulous. Not at all, no, because you are, Rachel.
I'm going to be in the same issue. Yay! So
fabulous.
Yes, in the US. So the biggest Wirework magazine in the US. So that's
how
fabulous.
How amazing is that? So all of our American viewers, watch this space. Brilliant. Right, I've got another wire bundle to bring you as well because that last one sold out. This is wonderful wires. You're going to be getting 10 metres of, I'll just move this one out of the way so we don't get confused, 10 metres of 0.4mm gauge silver coloured copper wire and 10 metres of your 1mm gauge gold coloured copper wire. We've seen Rachel use 4mm and 1mm gauge wires a lot on today's show already. These are your lovely kind of precious metal colours. We've actually got a decent quantity of this. One of the only bundles today we actually have got a decent quantity of. So do make sure that you get this one and check your baskets out as quickly as you can. 20 metres of wire, so 10 in your 1mm gauge gold coloured copper wire and 10 in your 0.4mm gauge silver coloured copper wire. Here is your amazing price point today for your 20 metres of wire. Come on, Phil, get off the phone, get off the blower.
Those are staples, really, staple wires. You can use them all the time.
They are
You've
staples,
got Christmas
aren't they?
coming up and all these other things, so you'll be using it all. There, ready for the next stage. So
Seen that price?
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's like a stocking filler price.
I'm trying to work out how much per metre that is.
Oh, don't. So it's 20 metres of wire at £6.95. So it would be 69, so it's about 35p a metre. How incredible are these deals today?
It's absolutely fabulous. And also those little small reels you can take around with you.
Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? Yes, you can take them on your travels rather than these big burly 100-metre spools.
Yes, you can just put them in the handbag and work with them, because actually, you know, I'm taking around big heavy bags, and those little ones are great for taking with you for the projects and things
Fantastic.
like that.
Right, Rachel, back into it.
So we've got, what I've done is wrap round with the wire until it's about halfway up on the sides of this little piece, and then all I'm going to do is wrap 3 times around, 3 times, 3 times, and I am going to do it 3 times.
You didn't take it to 3 times.
Take it to the back, and then up and through this little gap here. Put it tight. You see, I'll do it again so you can see it, and slowly take it to the back, through over both wires, up through the gap in the centre of that little frame between the gemstone. That's why you needed plenty of gaps.
I see.
Between. Catch that little space between catch that little any loops with your fingers. I'll just check, have I done 3 wraps there? Not quite. Do 3 wraps, and then you continue up, and then you can use that end of the wire just to attach to the next stage if you want. So I'm just going to just do a couple of wraps.
Do you use that leftover wire to attach your gemstones on?
You will use it to attach the next part of the frame, or help start you with that. And I might not have told you the right amount of wire, so I'll amend that when we get to that stage. You might need to use a longer piece of wire, to be honest. We'll see how things go. Do the same on the other side. I'm going to show you the next stage so you can see what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to take that piece away, and then we're going to move on to the next stage. This is the sort of, it's a piece with a lot of wires. Okay.
Wowza.
I'm going to show you what we've got. We've got this piece attached here, and I was going to show you, look how I've wrapped up here, and you attach 3 times round this frame here to attach that and bind that in place. So you've not only got a detail, but you've got security for your cabochon to hold it in place. 3 times down there, snip and tuck in at the back of the cabochon, but at the back of this frame, so it's not going to show anywhere. So you've got really good security for your cabochon. You've got another area that's going to start to cinch this piece in here. So I've got 2. In fact, I didn't tell you the right amount of wire that you need to wrap this piece.
You said you thought you might not have done.
Yes, you need a longer piece of wire, because actually you're going to start to use this to attach to the next. You need to attach the next stone in.
So I think you did say 30 to 40 centimetres.
Yes,
but
you probably need.
Probably double that.
Yeah, I think you need the same 2 metre length.
Okay.
These 2 bits of wire, don't cut these from when you bound round here, because you're going to use those to attach the cabochon backing.
Ah, right. Okay.
When you actually wind this cabochon in, so I will show you how to do that as well.
Lovely.
So there are a lot of wires around this at this stage. It becomes a bit horrendous because there's lots of wires. Don't worry, just work with each set, moving the other ones away, and it'll all, once the wires get cut off, you start to relax and it all sort of forms together into place. If you are worried about this, curl it round into a little spool, and like so,
yeah, good
and
tip.
just gently tuck it in with a bit of either a bit of scrap wire or its own wire, because I'm not going to work with it today. I'm just going to do that. Okay. This next bit, we're going to start to attach this next cabochon in place. Now we've lost one of the sets of wires because it's forming this formation at the front here. So we're going to add another one in. And I've made a little circle, like so, that fits around the top of the cabochon, like so. Lovely. And just make sure it also fits inside this space here. Just at the top of these wires. So, because I'm leaving a little bit of gap in between the two cabochons, as you get more experienced, make that angle tighter and tighter and tighter, so you can bring the cabochons tighter together. But when you start off, it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of gap, because you can fill it in with gemstones.
Yeah, lovely.
Okay. So the next thing to do, bring this up so I can see what I did, is start to attach this long sections of wire to the 1, 2, 3, the third wire in, to start to bind this together. So I'm going to just do one attachment, but you do need about 3 wraps again round each. So I'm just going to do one attachment, but that's not secure enough, so you really do need to do more. In the inner frame. Again.
Lovely.
Okay, so I've gone on quiet, sorry about that.
That's okay, don't worry.
Thinking time. And then bring that up. Do the same for the other side. Again, you would do this normally 3 times to make sure that this is cinched into place. And it starts to bring this formation into place, if you can see it. Poor Carol, you're right there. Okay, well done. And around the other side too. Then what you need to do is wrap up. Oh, you tired?
Hey.
You tired, or you're not feeling
well? No, not at all. No, just sneezing.
Oh, poor you.
Just sneezing, hands up. You know, I won't complain.
There's a bit of a lurgy going round, actually, isn't there? Lurgy in the office, I'm afraid.
Yeah, there is, isn't there?
When I went up there. Then you've done 3 wraps around either side, touching this side and this side. Then find that inner frame there.
Lovely.
That one, and start to wrap several times around the side. I'm going to what you need to do is bind and bind and bind and wrap up. So
do you essentially do the same weave as you did on the pear drop pendant?
Yes, just binding around the wire until you get to the level of where the curl is. I'm just going to do one side, okay? Fine. Because obviously we haven't got time to do both, and I'll be able to show you the next stage, which is finished in a minute. So wind this round, pushing the wires together as you go, in the same way as we did. I mean, I use this wrapping technique an awful lot. There's so many weaves in this world. I tend to use the same ones at the moment, just incorporate a new one each time if I can, just to develop what I'm doing and develop it for everybody watching. But I mean, everybody here, all the wire workers, are bringing new techniques all the time. It's absolutely fabulous to watch.
Yeah, it is fabulous, isn't it?
Work it along until you get to the end of that curl. So I'm just going to keep on going. I might have to skip a bit. We're nearly there. And then what we need to do, again, I'd need to do 3 wraps, but I'm just going to do 1 because we haven't got time. That's the subconscious self thinking I'm going to do that to you as well. And then bring the wire up so that it's catching this curl, because again, you could let that curl run free if you like, but to be honest, I like to make sure things are secure. I've got a 4-year-old, you know, you've got to make sure things are as secure as possible. Wrap it 3 times around that. I'm only doing once, and then once around the frame, and then you're ready to attach this piece in. Okay, again, remember you've done it on the other side as well.
Okay.
And then start to come up and do exactly the same wrapping technique and weaving technique that we did for the other side, for the lower teardrop. 3 wraps round this top piece. I'm sorry, it's also looking a little bit confusing. Let's take it away.
That's okay.
I've done something. Just need to make sure what I'm doing is, have I wrapped it? No, I've wrapped it around the wrong one. So bring this top piece in so you can really see it. Sorry, you can see it here. I'm trying to do this at an angle so you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Start to push this in with your fingers so that it's starting to form a little wall. Okay.
So you're doing the same kind of thing as you were doing with the teardrop shape cabochon.
Same, Carol. And then I'm bringing this wire in into the centre of the frame and up, and I'm starting to attach this top circle into place. 1, 2, 3. Remember, you're doing it for the other side, so it'll be a lot more sturdy than this one.
Lovely.
Okay, so I've already, imagine I've wrapped up to the other side and starting to bind in the other half of this circle in at the top on this side, and then carry on doing your 3x3 weave all the way around to the top, pushing with your fingers round as you go to make sure that you make a nice bezel setting.
Brilliant.
And when you get to the top, you're going to have to then fit your stone. So I'm going to show you what you're going to be achieving next.
Yeah, lovely.
Sorry that looked very chaotic, but that's actually how you do it. This looks a little bit fiddly. Once you've bound one side in, it's easier to get the other side bound in.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, bear in mind, I'm just going to disappear and forget the next stage.
Go for it. You can still come in and get this wire bundle. We still have some of these left. I've got loads of you who've been multi-bind though today. 2s, 3s and 4s of this bundle. £6.95 for 20 metres of wire, so 10 metres of your 0.4mm gauge silver coloured copper wire, 10 metres of your 1mm gauge gold coloured copper wire. Absolutely amazing deal. Loads of you with this in your basket still, so please do check your baskets out as quickly as you can. Leslie, Elaine, anonymous in Orlando. I've got Abigail, anonymous in Greater London. Loads of you with this in your baskets. If you could just check your baskets out, then I can almost guarantee you'll be successful. Okay, so just do that as quickly as you can. Brilliant.
Oh, do you know, I did make one up.
You did?
I did make one up. So there we are, I couldn't find it, but it was there all the time.
Okie dokie.
So, next thing we're going to do is just fit those cabochons into place to make sure that we've got enough fit. So again, before you do this anything final, fit it into place, fit that into place, and also just show you how it's meant to be looking. You've got 2 wires here ready to bind it back in. You've got a nice bezel setting. Can you see how I've formed it? Again, you form a little wall and weave up and down in that zigzag weave round.
Lovely.
So that we're going to do exactly the same thing here at the top here. We're going to attach one of these in too. We've got here the wires ready to form the bail, and we've got it's been starting to begin to be the setting for this stone. And we need to fit this stone properly. And you can see that this setting is too small at the moment. So how do I sort that out? I'm going to just work with each wire one at a time and then set this setting into place. I deliberately did this, unfortunately, to myself to make it so that I had to show you. So bring this into place with a bit of wire, with a bit of pressure with the wire. You might need to manipulate with the pliers a little bit into place. Get these set into place ready to form a bail. And we're going to form like a little teardroppy shape, a leaf shape. We're going to use 4 wires to the back, sorry, two shorter wires to the back. Sorry, my fingers are right in the way there.
That's okay.
Can you see how I've manipulated with the pliers these in so that they're close. There's a closure at the back.
Okay.
These wires we can curl to the front to form exactly the same sort of detail as on this side, as a mirror image to carry on the same detail. And we've got 4 longer wires. I've trimmed the ones at the back, and I've got 4 longer wires left here to make a bail. Just going to turn this so that I can show you how to make the bail a little bit more.
Lovely.
So what I'm doing is just making a little gentle little leaf formation.
Okay. We've only got a few moments left on this, Rachel, so what I suggest we do is if you show us, or if you talk us through the bail, and it would be good to see how you set the back of the gemstone as well.
Good. It's actually very easy once you've done that. So form the bail formation and then do a bail weave in the similar way that we did the bail weave before. And I'm going to take you through to the other piece, okay? Sorry. I didn't see the time was cut down. I'm sorry about that. I would have sped up. What I've done is formed a formation like so with a basket woven leaf shaped bail with 4 wires. You achieve that by binding here before you weave. So a bit of scrap wire here, or you can basically bind with some wires, some 0.4mm wire here, wind up and bind up all these 4 structures. So you use bind there, wind up with one end up to here, one end up to here, leaving some bare wire, bind up this one with another set of wire, and then bind that together. So that's ready to go to bind the thing. Then using another bit of wire, you can see where these ends come from. Wind up, you need at least 2 meters at least to bind up this with a basket weave. So in and out, all the way up, holding it together with your fingers. You can see this is a bit loose here, it's not good enough, but it's going to be hidden at the back a little bit, so I'm not too concerned, as long as I've got this as tight as I can at the front. Here I've attached yet another piece in exactly the same way as we attached that. So that has been attached in exactly the same way to add the detail. Now to form the back, which you do before you make the bail, because you want as much space as possible. I've made a little heart shape. A little heart shape. You can see that texturing of the wire,
which is lovely.
Yes, but actually I'm going to use that side because it doesn't matter. You're going to be hiding it with a. And I've bound round some wire here, and then cut it off, because I want the next anchor point to be a gripper point for the 2 wires at the back here to grip onto.
Yeah, lovely.
So they grip onto there, and you start to attach this with winds round here. You wind round, I'll take that, you attach that through this point here. So you put these 2 wires through this point, through the gaps. That's why you need gaps at the base here at the tip. And then start to wind back along the heart, catching little points. If I move through to the other one, you can see what I've done. Catching little points along the side, and then catch that in. You can tuck in at some point here, because at some point along the way you're going to meet the wires coming down. I'd rather have too much wire, because if one wire breaks, 'cause it often does, it can break. You can use the other one. You've got another wire end to carry on, and that forms a really tight bail setting in. You do exactly the same for this one with a different shape. It's more like a little kidney shape.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've used 2 lots of wire basically to attach in. Okay. And then to make the bail formation, you've got all these little bits of wire. You've got 2 bits of wire end left over from when you did the bail wrap, and just use either your fingers, and you actually come round the back of this and then bring these
look at that,
towards the front.
Yeah, lovely.
And you can just use your fingers to do this. If you feel like it's going a little bit flat, just put a marker pen, or one of these mandrels or something like that, and then in the way, and then it'll keep it circular. Once you've attached the bail together, you can actually widen it with flat nose pliers inside the bail. But that makes a nice tall, high bail.
Yeah, lovely.
And this bail, I have also stitched beads round. Can you see that I've done that? You can also stitch a gizmo coil round this veil as well to add
Lovely,
detail.
just to embellish it.
How are we doing, everybody? The little peg-shaped connectors we'll have to do another time, I think.
Yeah, I think we will do.
But we've
Rachel,
done that.
unfortunately.
Honestly, it's a huge project, and to even achieve it in the time.
Yes.
You know, how are we doing?
Well, unfortunately we do have to move on, Rachel. I'm ever so
Just
sorry.
curl up the sides. Those little curls, you can see I've curled one at the front here, and one down, nestling next to these little curls here.
Yeah.
Play around with those. You can make them to any formation you like, actually. And the last, if you look at the back, I've also curled at the back of the pendant. We have taken a photograph of the back of the pendant so you can see how you've curled in. And using the same techniques, I made those curls for the leaf necklace. Remember how I did it? Curl and then form it around my fingers. Exactly the same techniques to make those. Again, I've tried to follow through the techniques through.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Again, I don't know how she manages to squeeze so much into such a short amount of time. You've done absolutely wonderfully. Thank you. I'm going to head back over here because we've got loads of bundles to do.
Thank you.
It'll be really good to see maybe on another designer inspiration show.
Yeah, I'll do those with the pug links because, or if somebody wants to know, I might even, if I have time at some point, I shall write it down. So because I know that it'd be nice to see them.
Absolutely,
you know,
because they are gorgeous, they are stunning. Fantastic. Right, okay, let's head back over here because we've got loads of bundles to get through as well. Okay. We've had so many texts and comments in about Rachel's Wirework designs today, about her pieces. It's all been absolutely wonderful. I think we've all learnt so much. I think we've all learnt so much on today's show. We genuinely have. It's just been absolutely wonderful. Right, let's go to the first bundle, which is Peridot and Sapphire. Here we go. Right, okay, so 2 strands of seed beads here. You've got beautiful, gorgeous, intense yellow sapphire seed beads here, which are 2x1 to 3x2 millimeters in diameter, which is absolutely gorgeous. To go with these, Peridot 2mm rounds as well. Now what you're going to be getting here obviously are seed beads, absolutely wonderful quality, stunning, stunning vitreous luster. Look at that. The Peridot, of course, is 100% natural. The sapphire probably would have been heat treated. The luster you're getting from the sapphire is absolutely amazing because it's all been hand faceted and hand drilled, absolutely gorgeous, and it is going to be the most amazing price. Do bear in mind, these are seed beads, okay? So generally speaking, seed beads are going to be a little bit more considered. Not today. Have a look at your deal for both of these strands. Give us a call when you can or get involved on our website, jewellerymaker.com. Here is your deal today for this incredible, incredible 2-strand pack. £27.90? No. Not today. Here's your deal for both strands of seed beads. Absolutely gorgeous, extremely high quality sapphire, beautiful 100% natural peridot, £21.95p. I like the thought of using these maybe in some of the designs that Rachel's shown us today. Actually, you could interweave these into the beautiful Gizmo wirework that she's shown us. So the great thing about these kind of wirework designs is you can make them into your very own designs. You can do whatever kind of final embellishments you like. But for such high quality sapphire and for genuine 100% natural peridot, gorgeous, gorgeous price point there of under £22. And just so you know, the peridot here is all the way from the USA. My absolute favourite location for peridot. Guest designer Sammy's come through to get this as well. Well done to you, my love. I've got Margaret in Merseyside. I've got 2 Margarets in the game actually as well. Well done. Add this to your order as quickly as you can. Absolutely wonderful deal there. So peridot all the way from the USA, my favourite location for peridot. And then you've got gorgeous Thai sapphire here, probably from somewhere like Kanchanaburi, which is one of the leading premier locations for sapphire as well. Absolutely gorgeous there, well done, under £22. Right, we've still got loads and loads and loads to get through between now and the end of the show. Yeah. Check this out. A stunning 5, that's all right, Libby, don't worry, 5-strand bundle. How you doing over there?
Disaster area.
Can you breathe yet?
Yeah. Yes.
Just about.
Yes.
Apricot coloured shell pearl plain rounds, absolutely wonderful. Followed by serpentine. When was the last time you saw serpentine? Serpentine 6mm rounds, followed by clear quartz 2mm rounds. Oh, these are gorgeous. 2mm rounds of gorgeous labradorite and rose quartz medium nuggets as well. Now there's 5 strands here. These strands are also different, but do you know what? This palette goes together beautifully, doesn't it? It really, really does. I think all these colours, all these tones go together so well. You don't have to use them all together. You can separate them out. You can separate the seed beads or separate just the round gemstones, use the rose quartz nuggets in another project if you like. But I have to say, I think these colours look absolutely wonderful together. I honestly do. Really, really beautiful, delicate, pastel-like palette with this one. It would actually go really well with the first kit that we gave to you, with the antique bronze wire, with that gorgeous, those 2 strands of gorgeous salmony pink and baby pink quartzite as well, and that beautiful prainite. This colour palette is very similar to that first kit, isn't it? So if you came to get the first kit, why not come in and get this? 5 strands of genuine gemstones for £11.95. Oh my goodness me, for 5 strands of genuine gemstones. 2 of them are seed bead strands. You're going to be getting these gorgeous medium style nuggets, and don't forget your serpentine and your shell pearl as well. So all 5 strands today are under £12. An amazing treat for you today. Like I say, you don't have to use these together. What do you reckon, Rachel? I think these go really well with the colour palette from the first kit that you had.
Absolutely, yes. Pinks and greens are a designer's dream, actually.
Yeah.
They work so well together. And
I think with the antique bronze wire as well.
Perfect, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
And also, obviously that would also equally so work with silver wire.
Yeah, would do.
With the rose quartz and things. But
absolutely. Lovely, lovely colour palette here. Like I say, very pastel-y, very calm, very soothing, and just a beautiful vintage style colour palette actually for this autumn. Really, really wonderful quality. Well done for less than £12. Well done. Next bundle. Don't forget these are all really, 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 really limited edition. And I mean limited edition. I mean we've got less than 40 of many of these bundles. Okay, so you've got to get them. How many have we got this one? 60 of this bundle. This is going to go. This is going to go in seconds. When you see the price point, when you see the size of these these tiger's eyes as well. Tiger's eye cubes. Okay, 380 carats of tiger's eye cubes. First off, they're not angled, very harsh cornered cubes. These are really soft cubes. Cubes with beautiful, soft corners. Absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? Just stunning. That gorgeous chatoyance, that beautiful banding. It's wonderful. Tiger's eye is an amazing gemstone. Loads of myth and legend behind this gem as well. I know it's only myth and legend at the end of the day, but this gemstone is meant to help you be more courageous. It was worn as a talisman by soldiers when they went into battle. It's meant to make you more independent, more courageous, more creative. I absolutely love this gemstone. I think it's wonderful. These are gorgeous. These are just silly, okay? These are 30 by 22 millimetres, each one of these in diameter. They're enormous. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 gemstones on this strand. These are enormous. They're all pendants or massive rings or massive statement pieces. I've got so many of you coming through on the phone lines on the web for this. Wait until you see the price point for this bundle. Now, that is £9.95 for the entire bundle. I'm not just making this up, but this as a wire wrapped pendant, just a pendant, you'd sell that for over £10, wouldn't you? Absolutely. This in a massive wire work ring. You'd have to charge well over £10 for that, wouldn't you? 1 billion %. You're getting 13 of these on this one strand. Just in one of these gemstones, if you made it into a wire wrap pendant or a ring, that's the whole price of the bundle. It's amazing, isn't it? Well done. I've got 25 of these in baskets at the moment. Please, please check your baskets out, otherwise you will miss out. Rachel keeps looking over at this bundle. I think she likes it.
With gold wire especially.
Oh yeah.
Just love it with the gold wire.
Definitely with gold wire. Absolutely 100%. Sue, Janice, Margaret, Eunice, Veronica, Gwyn, Tracy, Christine, Rosemary, Brenda, Anonymous, John, Jane, Marie. I've got dozens of names coming through. Well done to all of you there. You've got to check your baskets out. You've got to check your baskets out, otherwise you will miss out. Less than £10 for a bundle of this kind of calibre, of this kind of size and magnitude. It's absolutely amazing, isn't it? Well done. Absolutely gorgeous. Stunning, stunning, stunning. We only had 60 of this bundle to start off with. You can see that. If you all check your baskets out now, Rita, Joy, Anonymous in Derbyshire, Gillian, Terry, Sue, Karen, Maureen, Linda, Anonymous in Dorset, and Susan in Cumbria, then this bundle will have sold out. Okay, so check your baskets out now. Well done, everyone. Gorgeous. Now, we bought you the other day on the day show a peridot trio. It was absolutely gorgeous, yeah? And it sold out in seconds. I've got a peridot duo here, very, very similar to the trio that we bought you the other day. I can't remember the price of the trio. This is peridot. It's amazing. Have a guess. Ben, Rachel, anyone, have a guess. How far under the Earth's crust, so how far under the Earth's surface do you think this gemstone forms?
Is it the borderline of the magma and the...
We're talking miles.
Yes, magma. It's volcanic formation.
Yeah.
So it's got to be brought up from...
the kimberlite pipes.
Yes.
93 miles down. 93 miles. We're talking the same kind of distance, same kind of depth as diamonds, okay? It shares a lot of similarities with diamonds. This gemstone is formed under immense, and I do mean immense amounts of pressure and heat and time. It is an incredible genuine gemstone. It's entirely natural. This colour is entirely natural. It's known as an idiosyncratic gemstone. Its colour is part of its actual structure. So you don't get peridot in any other colour apart from green. $7.95 for a gemstone that has formed 93 miles down, the same kind of temperature, the same kind of pressures as diamonds. In fact, it is one of the only other gemstones that forms in the same way as diamonds. It's incredibly beautiful, and it is entirely natural. That colour there is part of its very essence. It's entirely natural. I can't even imagine the kind of pressures and temperatures this gemstone forms under. It really is incredible. And it shot up the kimberlite pipes just like diamonds. It's absolutely amazing. $7.95 for 2 strands of natural peridot. Incredible. This peridot is all the way from Africa. The quality, the colour's just stunning, isn't it? Very, very green indeed. It looks a lot like American peridot, and a lot like the kind of peridot that you used to be able to get, and I say you used to be able to get in Hawaii, that used to be washed up on the beaches in Hawaii. You used to be able to pick up beautiful little bits of peridot. It's kind of all gone now because so many people have done that over the years. But you can imagine this kind of colour, this kind of tone just on a beach, how vivid it would appear to be. $7.95. I've got loads of you coming through. I've got loads of you with this in your baskets. Please check your baskets out. We've had lots of people missing out today because they haven't checked their baskets out. I don't want this to happen again. Do check your baskets out. I've got people from all over the country getting involved as well. It's August birthstone as well. One of my favourite gemstones. Its colour is natural. Its essence is natural. All of this is done by Mother Nature. Isn't that incredible? The only thing that's happened is this has been mined. It would have been cut into a rough shape. It would have been tumbled, then it would have been drilled. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. No filling, no heat treatment. Mother Nature's done all that for you. Absolutely wonderful, isn't it? Well done. Catherine and Denise have come in to get 2 lots of these. Well done. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous quality. Really wonderful. And if you love your natural tones, if you love your natural genuine gemstones, then this is absolutely one to go for. I love it. Gorgeous. Well done, everyone. That's going to sell out within the next few seconds. Right. Launch of a new gemstone here. We have had a cappuccino agate in over the last couple of weeks here on JM in different shapes and sizes. They have all, whenever they've come to air, whichever the show is, whether it's a day show or the designer inspiration show or it's the late show, they've all sold incredibly quickly and incredibly well. Talking to Rachel about this strand a little bit earlier on, you were saying this is a wire worker's absolute dream, isn't it?
Each individual pendant can make a centre and focal piece. Or one amazing necklace all in one go. But you want to save each one of those and then put them in with all the other gemstones. What could you? I mean, you've got some tiger's eye, couldn't you? Put it in with that smoky quartz. Goodness, there's the other agates of the similar type, in different shapes up the necklace, and that is a beautiful necklace.
And I think the wonderful thing about this, Rachel, as you say, every gemstone's different. It's not just every gemstone that's different. Look how different this side of this gemstone. These are 40 by 30 millimetre. Look how different that side is to that side to that side. I love that. It's like it's kind of scaly, isn't it? It's amazing. That side to that side. You're getting 8. It is like wall paintings, isn't it?
It's delicious.
Cave paintings.
It's like coffee that you can get with the not espresso coffee. It's the one with the
cappuccino.
Cappuccino. It's beautiful. It is really like that.
Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Each one is so different. Well, we're going to have to bring the price point. You are flooding through on the phone lines and the web to come in and get this today. It's all going to sell out. I think in any one of these gemstones, whether it's going to be a pendant, whether it's going to be a ring, whether it's going to be, oh, I don't know, anything, whether it's going to be a light pull, it's going to be that statement piece. And as Rachel says, each piece has got its own quality, its own character. It's really, really, really quite incredible. Less than £8. Most of you are multi-buying this strand, which I think is wonderful. Even if you want to multi-buy this, if you want to get 3 or 4 of these, you want to get all 3 or 4 home, keep one, send the others back. You're more than entitled to do that. You're more than entitled to do that. If that's what you want to do, then just go for it. £7.95 though for a strand of this kind of magnitude is absolutely astonishing, absolutely gorgeous. Well done. Over 100 have now been allocated, which I'm really, really happy about. We only had 150 of these to start off with. It is going to sell out on today's show. It's obvious it's going to sell out on today's show. People coming in from all over the country to come in and get this now. Well done. You're doing absolutely brilliantly today. People as far away as the Isle of Man, to Midlothian, to Yorkshire, to Warwickshire, to Leicestershire. People just loving this absolutely gorgeous strand. Well done. I think it's just stunning, isn't it? Gorgeous. Well done to absolutely every single one of you. What new strands do we have on the Late Show tonight? Do we know? What strands do we have on the Late Show? Pick of the week on the Late Show. Ooh, exciting. Oh, that's with all the mulberry pearls, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to be exciting with all the mulberry pearls coming up on the Late Show. Huge. What are those slabs of jasper? Oh my word. Is this going to be up on the Late Show? You are kidding me.
I see. Oh my goodness.
This is Jewellery Maker's first table coaster and table placemat setting set. Oh my word. These are coming up on the Late Show tonight. Is this all one bundle? One bundle. Have you got the price point of it there? This is coming up on the Late Show tonight. Cool, blimey, that's amazing. They're like planets.
You could make, you know, Debbie's going to make boxes.
Yeah.
You could make one of those into a box lid.
Nice
you
idea.
know, set it in and it make a beautiful box lid, and you know, you could make a beautiful jewellery box or trinket box with one of those as a lid.
What a lovely idea. You absolutely could do. We've also got, oh my goodness me, tiger's eye leaves coming up on the Late Show as well. Check this out. Look at this. Coming up on the Late Show tonight. Okay, perfect. Where are we going to go next, Phil?
Pick a strand.
Pick a strand, I like it. Gorgeous, here we go. Labradorite. It's my favourite strand today. Well, I don't know. Oh
They're all
no,
good.
there's so many of them, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Labradorite. Genuine, natural, amazing. Now, when I first saw this strand today, I can't help it. I can't help it. As a presenter on Jewellery Maker, you always have a preconceived idea of how much a strand is going to be, yeah? When I saw this strand today, we've only got 41 of this strand, by the way. When I saw this strand today, I had a fixed price in my head, and that price point was $27.95. That was the price point that I thought it's going to be. Let's face it, you're going to be getting, well over a dozen gemstones on this strand, yeah? The quality of the Labradorite's absolutely amazing. They're all nuggets, they're all completely unique, absolutely wonderful. I don't think $27.95 is a ridiculous price point. In fact, I think it's a great price point. Rachel, are you with me on that kind of price point for a strand like this?
I would be prepared to part with the money, but I know that JM are really good and they always give good value. So I know that JM are going to give us a good price for this. Yeah.
This strand...
And the quality is getting better and better and better.
Well, this is it. The quality of Labradorite we've had in over the last few weeks has just been unbelievable. This strand is £9.95p.
Yes, that's
honestly, I think it... No, you're not. What are you doing? What are you actually doing? Sometimes there are just no words.
It's all gone quiet. Sorry.
Might have a chocolate.
That's amazing. All gone quiet.
Vicky.
Oh.
I know, can you see?
That's sinful. Do I need to go work? Do I need to do the word? The look? You're not talking.
Do the look.
The look?
Do the look.
You're going to get the mother look.
The what? The mother look?
Yeah.
The disappointed look. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Oh, she's doing it as well. Oh, tell you what. That's a proper mum look. That was a proper mum look.
Practicing.
You're good at that.
Thanks.
She's genuinely stoked that she's good at that.
Chris, if you ever get Michelle with you, you have to get her to do the mum look.
I bet she's amazing at the mother look, isn't she?
Immense.
It's sold out. It's hardly surprising that that's sold out, has it? I mean, that was like saying, would you like Robert Downey Jr. for $7.95? Go on then. Who's your heartthrob, Rachel?
Toy boy, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Really?
Yes.
You like Jake Gyllenhaal, do you?
I quite like him. I used to like Mel Gibson, but sorry, Mel, but you know.
Who?
I used to like Mel Gibson.
Did you?
Younger.
Not anymore.
Well.
On off it. Well, Jake Gyllenhaal's a different.
Yeah,
I've
got a yes, gone for toy boy.
Robert Downey for me, or Daniel Craig. Where are we going? Right. By the way, you think these prices are finishing now? No, we're just actually getting started. Phil is just flexing his amazing price muscles today. So we've got red colour coated chalcedony here. Absolutely delicious. I love this coating. It's like a mystical metallic style coating. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? This gorgeous, it's like, can I be crude? This gemstone is a bit like if hematite and pomegranate quartzite had a baby. It is a bit though, isn't it? Come on, it is. It is. You've got that kind of metallic sheen, you've got that deep cherry red. It's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous Indian chalcedony here. Really, really wonderful quality. Price point for this is unbelievable today. £6.95p. Honestly, we're just warming up for the late show, I think. I think we should just call this last 25 minutes of today's show the prequel to the late show, because the late show is going to be, you can see, well, you've seen some of the deals you're going to get on the late show. These prices are ridiculous. You've got to watch the late show now, haven't you? You've got those big slabs of jasper, you've got the tiger's eye leaves, you've got pretty much everything.
I've got Spinel going under £10 for my first deal.
Oh, for pity's sake. Spinel going under £10 as well. That's Vicky's first deal. I know. Ben's just overcome. Like God love him. It's all right, Ben. It's all right, Ben. It's not your fault. We'll blame everything on Martha. Yeah. It's all Martha, so she's not feeling very well. We'll just blame everything on her. I don't care. Well, she's poorly, yes, so she's doing things in a fevered frenzy. I'm ill. Oh, it's £6.95. I'm ill. I'm just ill. Stuffing everything £6.95, yeah. Well done, everyone. Absolutely gorgeous deal. Well done. You're flooding through on the phone lines and the web to come in and get this. Well done. That made lovely Christmas decorations, don't you think? Wait, what? Who? Yeah. Ryan just very helpfully said just Christmas. Christmas. Can't wait for Christmas Day. I'm working here Christmas Day. Honestly, I'm still trying to get sorted out what on earth am I going to get dressed up as. Something epic. Something with a beard. Something with a beard. Maybe a rain... That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. You're not on yet, yeah? Still got 20 minutes of this show, yeah? Just back off. Unfortunately, the only downside of tonight's late show is you got Vicky. Ooh. I don't know. She just wanted to high five. God love her. Sunstone nuggets. Take a look at these. Now look at these. Oh, wow. Look at that. Can you see that, Rachel? Can you see the gorgeous... now, what is that? That's not Schiller. It is Schiller.
It is. It's
Venturescence.
Yes. Beautiful.
Whoa. Rings, pendants. Absolutely gorgeous. It is heavenly, isn't it? Not of this world. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks very ethereal. I love the fact these aren't pure white. I love the fact you've got that gorgeous kind of nude colour running through these. They're just so pretty, aren't they? Wonderful qualities. Absolutely gorgeous. Really wonderful neutral tones. Nothing too harsh, nothing too bright. Just a lovely neutral. Actually, almost exactly the same colour as my hands. How weird is that? Beautiful quality, absolutely gorgeous. Maybe that's why I'm attracted to it. I don't know. 320 carats of Sunstone faceted slabs. Like I say, these price points are just going mental today. This gemstone is formed under a glacier in Norway. It's from Norway, yeah, and it's from underneath a glacier. How difficult do you think this gemstone is to mine? Ben can't quite believe it. It's unbelievable, isn't it? To actually get to one of the coldest regions in Europe and then to dig under a glacier. That's where this gemstone's from. Incredible. Do you want to see a price point for this, by the way? £12.95p. Incredible, isn't it? What a great talking point as well. This is entirely natural. It hasn't been diffused, hasn't been coated. It is 100% natural. And when you make this into pieces of jewellery and you sell it on, you make it into rings, use some beautiful antique bronze wire, make a gorgeous, make some beautiful feature rings and sell them for, oh, I don't know, between £10 and £12 each, depending on the kind of the work that's gone into them. You can say, do you know that gemstone's from underneath the glacier in Norway? How amazing is that? Lovely bit of a lovely bit of interest there. Lovely little factoid for you there. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Well done. Loads of you coming through for this. Well done. Carmel's come through for this. Angela, Christine in Essex, Andrew in South Yorkshire, Catherine in Denise in Kent, Karen Anonymous in Dorset, Moira in County Kildare. Please do check your baskets out. Janice and Anonymous in Bristol as well. Do make sure you check your baskets out as quickly as you can. You're still going to get a 30-day money-back guarantee with this. You're still only paying £2.95 P&P per order. Don't forget that P&P lasts all day, right until the end of the late show tonight at 9 p.m. tonight. Anonymous in Greater Manchester, well done to you as well. Lots of you coming through now. A genuine Nordic beauty here, all the way from underneath a glacier in Norway. How amazing is that?
It is actually. All the places in the world that you can find these beautiful stones, and there it is.
Yeah.
The glacier. Yes.
Because you quite often think about gemstones coming from places like China or India or really far-flung places which are really exotic. This comes from Norway. Amazing, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. You can get gemstones from the UK. Not really of much kind of gem quality, but you know, Norway is really, when generally speaking, it's just around the corner. Gorgeous. We talk about the Norwegian fjords then. I'd love to go to the Norwegian fjords.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I want to go to the Norwegian fjords and I want to go to the Dolomites in Italy. Two places I really want to go to, both in Europe. We've got some amazing places right on our doorstep, haven't we?
We have. We don't explore Europe enough, actually.
We don't.
I had a lovely holiday in Norway once.
Did you? Did you go to the fjords? Did you see the fjords?
Yes, cruised up and down them.
Oh, wow.
Yes. There's a lot of minerals come out and they change the colour of the water.
Yes.
To this amazing turquoisey verdigris colour.
Oh, beautiful. I want to go. I want to go now. Right up on a plane. Well done, everyone, coming through to get these absolutely gorgeous, beautiful sunstone slabs there. Well done, everyone. Quattro. Now, these aren't from Norway. These are almost definitely from Brazil. We'll double check in a minute. But you're going to be getting a strand of multi-colour bezel. Bezel? What am I on about? Multi-colour beryl. Beryl! Beryl is a... the beryl family is a family of gemstones. Okay, you get quartz, you can get topaz families, you can get the corundum family. The beryl family is responsible for gemstones like morganite, aquamarine, emerald, goshenite, and I believe heliodor as well. Really, really beautiful, genuine gemstones. I'm not saying that on this strand you're going to be getting morganite and aquamarine and emerald, etc., etc., etc. You're getting moments of and colours reminiscent of morganite, emerald, aquamarine, really soft pastel-y tones. I've got to be very, very careful about that, because if I said to you, you know, you've got strands of morganite here and you've got emerald here, you've got aquamarine here, I don't think the colour's strong enough to be classed as emerald. I don't think the blues are strong enough to be classed as aquamarine. But do you know what? I don't think that really matters, because what you've got here are shades of those gorgeous, really important gemstones. And I think actually, me being really transparent and saying, do you know what? You're getting shades and hints of morganite and emerald and gorgeous aquamarine. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's like a pastel version of those really important gemstones. Absolutely gorgeous qualities here. Now, these have all been hand drilled and they're all hand faceted. The thing with a lot of our multicolored beryl strands is sometimes they can be quite considered purchases. £14.95p is not your price point today. Believe it or not, it's not your price point. This is your deal today. Now, I can't recall the last time I saw a strand of multicolored beryl go this low. I mean, this is really, really, really low. So this is for everyone. If you've sat at home before and you've seen a strand of multicolored beryl and you thought, do you know what? I absolutely love that. If only if it was more of a less of a considered price point, if only if it was more of a conservative price point, I definitely have that. £9.95 for multicolour beryl. I'm not entirely sure we've ever done a strand of multicolour beryl for this lower price. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. To say we've got a good quantity, I'd be lying. We've got less than 30 chances available now. I've got loads of people with this in their baskets. I've got Beverly from Aberdeenshire, Anonymous in Dorset, Anita, Elsie, Anonymous in Orlando, and I've also got Karen. You've all got and Dr. Rose. I've also got all of you have got these in your baskets, okay? You need to check your baskets out, otherwise you will miss out, okay? Lots of you checking out now. That's really, really good to see. I've got 10 or 12 of you with this in your baskets, and do you know, it's going so quickly. I'm not surprised when we're bringing you a strand of multicolour beryl with this amount of them. I mean, there's easily 20 or 30 gemstones on this strand. Easy. I'm not going to count them all. We don't have time, unfortunately, but easily 20 or 30 gemstones on this strand, and we're giving it to you for less than a tenner. That's pretty incredible, isn't it? Well done, everyone. You're doing so well today. Really, 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 really amazingly well today. Absolutely gorgeous, well done. 10 of these chances left, and I've got about 10 remaining in baskets, so please do check your baskets out. Well done. Charity from Florida is joining us as well. Well done to you as well, my lovey. Anonymous in the Outer Hebrides, well done. Outer Hebrides. Now, that's a place I'd like to visit as well. Imagine the weather there. We moan about a bit of rain, bit of snow, bit of wind, don't we? And goodness me, the Outer Hebrides, they get battered by the elements. Mark from Newport, can you please clear up when the all-day postage runs out? Some presenters are saying midnight, and others say 9 p.m. I thought it was 9 p.m. Is it 9 p.m.? Is it midnight till midnight? I thought it was 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. The late show finishes at 9 p.m., doesn't it? Is it midnight then? Oh no, that's really bad, isn't it? I've always said till 9 p.m. Mark, do you know what? Should we call the call centre and find out? Can we call the call centre?
Difficult, wouldn't it, if you had suddenly at 2 minutes to 9 trying to check something out? It would be nice if it ran. You know what I mean? If you're buying.
We're just going to find out for you, because I'm not entirely sure. I always thought it was 9 a.m. Midnight to midnight. Do you know what? Honestly, I haven't been lying to you all these years. Honestly, I thought it was 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. I'm completely wrong. Midnight till midnight. That's awesome. Midnight till midnight. That's your P&P. UK time. Yes, not in America. Oh no, we've got viewers in America as well. So UK time. Greenwich Mean Time. No, but if it's Greenwich Mean Time, for the hour. BST, yes, thank you, Tom. Because sometimes Greenwich Mean Time doesn't mean anything, because of course we're the hour ahead or the hour behind, and it gets very confusing. Why can't we all be on the same time scale? That would be a bit silly. You know, China's got one time zone. Even though it spans almost half the Earth, it's only got one time zone. And so is Russia. I believe Russia has only got one time zone as well. Even though it's that big, and it should be all these different time zones, it's got one. America does it right, don't they? Because America's got
5, is it 5?
4 or 5 time zones. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, to be fair. BST, midnight to midnight. 8. Which one was that? That was number 4. Oh, hello. Wow. Oh, wow, look at these colours. Wow, wow, wow. Now, admittedly, you're going to be getting sky blue apatite here that has got it's got a fair lot of inclusions, mineral additions. I'd expect that with apatite of this kind of colour and apatite of this kind of size. Certainly with our neon blue apatite on our sister channels, we say anything over kind of a 1 to 2 mil gemstone is actually, you know, very, very hard to come by. These gemstones are approximately 8 by 6 to 11 by 7 millimeters in dimension. They are giants. They're absolutely enormous. Very unusual to bring you apatite this big on Jewellery Maker. Very, very, very unusual. So don't expect huge amounts of transparency, or huge amounts of clarity, I should say, because this isn't going to be inclusion free. You are going to be getting inclusions, you are going to be getting mineral additions, but my word, you are getting some sensational colour as well, aren't you? I mean, really, really top quality colour. Now, I've got absolutely no idea what price points this is going to be today, absolutely no idea. In my mind, I'm thinking it's got to be between 20 and 30 pounds because of the size of these apatites. I mean, these are gigantic gemstones. They really are very, very large. I would not normally bring you apatite of this size on Jewellery Maker. Oh my word, £9.95p for apatite of this size. Ben is shocked to the core again. These gemstones are gigantic. Maybe for a strand of apatite nuggets, I might expect a price point like this. Not for apatites that have been hand drilled, hand faceted. These are enormous. Are you a fan of apatite, Rachel?
Yes, it's glorious, glorious colour.
It is, isn't it?
It's apatite was deceived, but it's like what's the Paraiba colours?
Paraiba tourmaline colours, yes.
Yes, it's fantastic. Seahorse, seafoam colours.
Yes, absolutely. Do you know what? Rachel is totally right, actually. It has got the hints of Paraiba in there. Paraiba tourmaline getting its glow from the presence of iron, or is it copper? I can't remember. I think it's iron in the gemstone. What you've got here is that similar glow in the apatite here, similar to Paraiba tourmaline from pretty much the original location in Paraiba in Brazil. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? Obviously, this isn't Paraiba tourmaline. If it was Paraiba tourmaline, I think you'd be looking at triple figures for this strand. It is, in fact, apatite, so it's under £10. But honestly, for apatite of this size, I wouldn't expect a price point like that. That is absolutely amazing. Very, very seldom do we get to bring you apatite of this kind of size and this kind of calibre. Like I said, don't expect it to be inclusion free because it won't be. It just won't be. It can't be. Apatite is not a gemstone that's got a huge amount of transparency. When it's in sizes like this, don't expect to get transparency, but expect to get a huge amount of colour. It's amazing, isn't it? Gorgeous. Well done. Right. These are big, 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 big gemstones. On this strand, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 gemstones on this strand, there or thereabouts, okay? They're big. Blue chalcedony from Turkey. Amazing. I suppose when you think about it, Turkey's it's got a wonderful climate there, hasn't it? It's kind of the closest place you can go to that's outside Europe that's really, really hot, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Very arid. Oh, wow, look at these. These are gorgeous blue chalcedony faceted graduated nuggets. Now look at these. Absolutely amazing nuggety nuggets. Love them. Absolutely love them. Gorgeous quality. Look at that natural carved quality that you get. This is Mother Nature that's done all of this. Delicious. The great thing about using these with wire is you can follow the contours of the gemstone with your wire. Look how different they are in size as well. And the great thing about all these gemstones are unique. Each strand is going to be totally unique. Your strand is going to be totally unique. Love, love, love these gemstones. Absolutely love them. Gorgeous faceted nuggets of blue chalcedony gemstones here. Now the great thing about this strand is, yes, it's very large. Yes, these gemstones are very, very big indeed. But the price point is a snip. It really is absolutely astonishing. Here's your deal today for your blue chalcedony nuggets, your Turkish blue chalcedony nuggets. Absolutely gorgeous. £9.95. And I think a similar story with these as went with the tiger's eye a little bit earlier on. You can use just one of them in a pendant, and that pendant there could be something which you could possibly sell between £10 and £15, you know, and you've got something here where, you know, the entire strand, you're easily going to make that money back of £9.95 just in 1 or 2 pieces. Just gorgeous. How would you use these, Rachel?
I would probably put some gold Gizmo coils in between each one, or some big gold, or some of the brushed gold beads that we have.
Yeah.
Actually, just to space them out, and that's how I'd wear it, actually.
Yeah.
Or because it's got golden tones in it. Yeah. You could bring it back with citrine. Get some beryls in between there.
Yeah,
There's
lovely.
blue lace agates and blue agates that we've got.
Definitely.
Crystal clear quartz would work really well in between.
Yeah. It's a really exciting gemstone quality to use, isn't it?
Yes, I love it. And because, I mean, just like Gemma was saying the other day, the natural formations in gemstones are so beautiful.
They are.
The centrepiece will be something you just look at. I mean, it's all those little striations and inclusions and patterns. Beautiful.
Wonderful quality there. Well done for under £10. Beautiful, beautiful strand of gorgeous blue chalcedony faceted nuggets there. Gorgeous quality. Well done. Right, next. Final strand. Is it final strand? These are silver bezel set green onyxes. Onyx. I don't know. Is it like the plural of sheep? Is sheep? Onyx. What's the plural of onyx? Onyx or onyxes?
Onyx eye.
Onyx eye. I don't know. What do you reckon, Vicky? Onyx or onyxes?
Onyx eye.
Onyx eye.
I'm going to onyx eye.
Are you just saying that so I'll say it so I'll sound a bit stupid?
Absolutely.
She's nice, isn't she? Gorgeous. These are all 925 sterling silver bezel set green onyx eye. They're gorgeous, aren't they? They're like Santa Teresina emeralds. Absolutely delicious. Unfortunately, we can't bring you lots of this silver bezel set gemstone quality. It's very, very tricky to do. It's very expensive for us to produce. The quality, though, is amazing because these are ready-made pendants. They're ready-made pieces. They're ready-made flower petals. They're ready-made pieces. Because they've been bezel set into 925 sterling silver, they've got that drill hole. They're ready to be used. I love this edging. Think of it like a beautiful family portrait or a lovely photo you've got of you and your child or you and your granddaughter. I've got a lovely photo of my daughter Hattie with 2 of her little best friends, Jack and Alfie. And that photo, unfortunately, is on the fridge and it's stuck on the fridge with a magnet. I know that photo would look so much more beautiful in a wonderful frame on our mantelpiece. It would look absolutely gorgeous. It's just getting round to do it. And this is what we have done. We've got that beautiful gemstone that's been hand faceted and hand drilled, and we've framed it. We've made it look even more beautiful. And I think it really does help to accentuate the gorgeous quality of these wonderful genuine gemstones. It doesn't necessarily need to be done, but I think it really does add to the quality. It adds to the look of the gemstones. Price points of these gemstone strands are a little bit more considered. Well, when I say a little bit more considered, I'm kind of thinking that this should be kind of close to 40, 50, maybe £60, because these are all silver bezel set, 925 sterling silver bezel set. Yeah? Now, for your entire strand, and you've got 2, 4, 6, 7 gemstones, so approximately 7 gemstones on this strand, this is your price point. Amazing, amazing quality. Here's your deal today. £27.95. That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, just incredible. And just think of it like having a beautiful family portrait that you put in a picture frame. It's exactly what we've done with these gemstones. We've faceted them by hand, we drill them by hand, and we've framed them with 925 sterling silver. Just gorgeous, absolutely beautiful quality there. Well done for under £30. Absolutely wonderful. And don't forget, you've still got that 30-day money-back guarantee. You're still only paying £2.95 per order as well. Well done to all of you there. Just gorgeous. Well done. Well done. Now, do we really? 2.5 minutes. Well, what do you want to do? Do a bit of a jig? Yeah, we can squeeze one more in if you like. One more. Oh, here we go. Here we go. She's over again. She can't help herself, can she? Are those amethysts? Where did you steal these from, Car?
Don't look at me. Blame the manager.
Magic cupboard. Martha's been in the magic cupboard again.
Do you think if I drove home really
Cornwall,
I can go and I can buy those by the time I get
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. No,
8 o'clock. Can you get home by 8 o'clock?
No.
Probably not.
Oh well.
Gorgeous strands here. We'll bring you the details, we'll bring you the price point. We've only got 30 chances available. Here's your deal. You haven't even seen it, have you? Does it matter what it looks like? It's $6.95. Does it really matter? Do you really want to know what it looks like? It's absolutely gorgeous. Does it matter? Do you want to see it? Okay, here we go.
Oh. Yeah. Oh yes. I use
Beautiful.
them as eyes in little creatures.
Definitely.
Dragonfly eyes.
Yeah.
Fish eyes. I've made them actually those into eyes for fish.
Oh, what a great idea.
Yeah.
Little creature's eyes. Absolutely gorgeous. Well done. £6.95. Now, Rachel, we've just had dozens and dozens and dozens of messages for you today. Louise in Greater Manchester, thank you everyone for a very enjoyable show. Brill designer, super presenter, great production team. Well done. Fab afternoon. It's been loads of fun, hasn't it? It's been lots of fun.
And you've not been very well, so thank you very much.
I've been very poorly. Very ill, very ill. I think I might have man flu. Jennifer says, hello ladies, I'm recuperating and your programme kept me company. I've gotten hooked and I'm glued to your channel, ordering 3 days in a row. Thank you. Don't go anywhere because we've got the late show next between 5 and 9. There's Vicky. This is
deal.
You said under 20?
Under 10.
Under 10. Under 10 coming up. Don't go anywhere. It's the first deal coming up in just a few seconds. Rachel Norris, you as ever have been an absolute legend today. You've been absolutely incredible. We love you so much. When are you next in?
28th of December.
28th of December? Oh my word. She will be back on the 28th of December. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. You've been absolutely amazing today. We love you so much. Thanks a lot, everyone. You've been absolutely wonderful. Tune in for the late show now with the lovely Hannah and, of course, with Vicky Carr. She's amazing. We love her. See you in a bit, guys. Bye.
Jewellery makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing.
I love chips and nuggets. Ever since I first joined the company nearly 3 years ago, I've been absolutely hooked. What I love are the varying sizes, the varying shapes, the varying colours, and most of the gemstones that we carry in our stock have some form of chips and nuggets, right from what I call the tiny little microchips, right through to the nuggets.